After 2 rounds of the SX Tour, Marshall Welton and Cole Thompson lead the way with the red plates. Can anybody steal it away here at round number 3? You are watching the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series SX Tour Round 3, Gopher Dunes. Ryan Gauld, Kyle Thompson in the booth. Kyle, we have swapped it upside down, turned it all around. We got a completely different track here for round number 3, and it is extremely more technical.
Yeah, the Jetworks crew put this track in a blender and added a little section, so we got about a 7 or 8 seconds longer lap than last week, and it's a lot tighter and more technical.
The whoops, that was the standout thing today. Didn't come to play much into that 250 class, but in the 450, the top 2 guys, Josh Cartwright and Matt Gerke, laying down the laps, and it was basically because they were the only ones being able to get across the top.
Yeah, no, those guys were skimming. The rest of the guys were jumping through, and you can see 250 Supercross points. We got the 250 guys on the track. Welton leading the way, but Cannella and Ward tied.
Weird. So weird that they're tied. But the guy, the underdog tonight, I'm telling you, the 55, Guillaume St. Cyr, Guillaume St. Cyr. I was saying it wrong. I get the French in there. I can't say it right. Today, he was, I think, 3rd fastest at the end of it all. Right behind Welton doing the triple down the rhythm, the triple after the finish line. Yep. The kid has got skills of this stuff. If he could get that start, which he did get 2 of them last round, we could see him get on the podium.
I honestly think he could be a podium threat. I don't think he's going to win, as you can see the guys right there. These are the guys who watched. One guy out, Mitchell, and maybe Gilliam jumping up there in that podium. We know Mitchell won a race last week, and Gilliam could be, what was it? Guillaume St. Cyr. So we're going to get that. We're going to get that figured out.
You rolled that off nicely there. Look at you go.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, Mitchell out scapefoot is what we're hearing. Scapefoot after that crash on the whoops there last week. He hit the ground pretty hard. So there the boys are right there in the booth getting ready to call main event number 1. No B final tonight, Kyle. Unfortunately, we lost a few of our lads last week, and we only got 12 and 13 guys. We're having 2 main events for both class 250, 450. And during that B main, we got lots of B-roll to talk about. I'm going to interview the winners of each main event tonight. Going to do some other different things we talked about. But going into 250 main event number 1 here, Welton, the fastest guy on the track. He was almost a second faster than everybody else. Does he run away with this?
Well, he's got a decent points lead. He's got 11 points, and if you do the math right, if he sits second to somebody, that loses the championship. So he's got to win at least one of these tonight and really secure that, get that stranglehold going to the next round.
And one thing, too, we could talk about Dylan Wright. He could clinch the Triple Crown this evening if he's able to leave with over 50 points. I think he's got about 70 or 71, I think it is.
Yeah,
so Dylan Wright, the Honda Canada GTR Fox, could claiming his first ever 450 Triple Crown. We've already seen him bring home the MX Tour, sitting second right now in the SX Tour. So we'll keep an eye on that one there as we watch the 250 guys. They're starting to get ready right now. And an interesting first turn. They were going to go down and go right into the rhythm section. We kind of thought that it might be a little bit more unsafe. So now it's going to be a bit more of a shorter straight, left right into the whoop section. So that inside line, you got to think is the hot ticket.
Yeah, no, it's going to be one of those things, maybe like a Sandali start, as you see the Cardo's key to the race just disappear. We were talking about the start there, but it's be smart, be consistent here tonight. And that's a big thing about this track with these long rhythms and stuff like that. You've got to be consistent each lap, hit those marks, hit those triples. And the guy that can do that, the Guillaume St. Cyr, he's going to be the guy, if he gets a start and hits those right away, he might get that gap he needs to win this 50
100%. Talking in practice there, the number 18 took a digger as well as a 77 right on this triple behind us here. You guys see them go through that section here in just a minute. Getting me right a little bit sore, but they're okay. They're on the gate. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, and Casey Keese was up there in lap times as well, which is a good surprise.
Yeah, third, I think. Fourth, right?
Talking to him earlier, both his knees are in bad shape, but man, he's out here, and I think not having the whoops skimmable is good for him.
Yeah.
He's able to just kind of finesse it. He doesn't have to worry about slamming through the whoops each lap.
You know what I actually didn't see? I was actually thinking the 16 went on cork at like a little wheel tap 3 in those things. As they get ready to go, the board is already sideways. The gate is getting ready to drop. The RoyalStripping.com whole shot. Main event number 1, 250 Rockstar Triple Crown Series. Gopher Dunes. Round number 2. Look at that on the brakes already. Whoa, Mackay washing that front end. Look at that. St. Cyr, Quinn Hammy out at the inside. Smarter with that, but the 19 red plate already in front. That is not good news for everybody else.
No, and there you go. Gibbs going around those whoops there at first lap. He slides back and forth. And that's another rider that was really good practice there, getting those triples, was Tyler Gibbs. He sits in about 5th place now. You
got to see, okay, Quinn does uncork. The roll comes up a little bit short, not able to get the 3-3. Look at the gap. Weldon already pulled. You just said that at the start of the show. If you can hit that triple, you're going to get a big break. Look at this. Ryder McNabb, or is that? No, that's Ward in there. Battle on the right. Oh, getting by St. Cyr. St. Cyr needs to be aggressive right now.
Yeah, look at these guys getting super close, tripling in that corner. There's Gibbs jumping in there. There's Ryder McNabb. a couple of Yamaha guys.
Canelo right at the back of the pack. There's Canelo gotten off. Oh, there, get this Ward uncorks that triple. It took him a long time to do that in practice today. It was kind of one of those things. I'm like, man, is he even going to do it? There he is, uncorks to get by. Quinn Amiot right there, and there's St. Cyr battling a couple of young on the KTMs.
Yeah, no, St. Cyr needs to get by here. He's definitely faster, but look at Quinn Amiot. Oh, look at that stuff.
Oh.
And these are the things you don't see in practice. These guys using those insides to outsides.
Look at that, hey, St. Cyr back on the inside as well. Look at this on-off. Gibbs right now having a great battle with the young Frenchman right there. Guillaume St. Cyr right now trying to make that move. And again, losing those spots. They're kind of getting stuck. And there comes Canelo too. Canelo's got that bad start, man. That has been his MO all year long. Bit him here again in main event number 1.
Yeah, he needs to get up there. We know that he needs to gain points on Ward and Welton, and those guys have already gotten away. But Gibbs right there, being aggressive early on. This is what we didn't see last week out of Gibbs, and it's good to see the number 25 up there on that GDR bike.
Look at this, a big wide turn there. We're definitely going to see some action in that one there. Look at St. Cyr trying to get that double in the rhythm, the wolf section. Kind of a rhythm as well. You got to go both ways on that one right now. See if Canelo's going to slingshot the outside. Tight stuff right there. The 450 is able to triple this in their bike, so we're going to keep an eye on that one right now. But let's see Gibbs, he's able to uncork it. St. Cyr, same thing. He gets a 3-3-3. They all do.
Yep.
Look at this. Canelo gets it in there on the inside.
Wow, nice line there by St. Cyr. But look at Canelo jumping up that inside. That's a smooth line there. And there
Great throttle control, a little bit of water on there as well. So it's a nice throttle control, making that pass. So Canelo up into that 4th place right now, chasing down Gibbs on his Honda Canada GDR FXR. Borrowed bike out there. Great job by the Honda Canada. Look at this, Canelo on the inside again, already trying to make a move. Canelo got the front wheel down to it right there. He is making a move. Here we go. Marco Canella MX 101 FXR Yamaha into that 4th spot. Quinn Amiot still up there.
Yeah, Quinn Amiot, it's a great start here, just kind of holding his own, able to get this triple through this rhythm. That was key, something he wasn't really getting clean earlier. Look at that. Faced it a little bit, can't get the triple, and like I said, St. Cyr was the guy that we were trying to watch for, and just can't figure things out here.
All right, so the triple is a tough one to gather right now, as Welton and Ward are really demolishing, pulling away from that field right now. Already got about a 4 or 5 second gap right now in the 1-2 position. So now we're just kind of seeing what can happen. And actually, Ward is actually starting to get in. Here comes Canelo right now. Look at this. Oh, you got to think he's going to get these whoop section. No. Quinn Amiot plays a good defense. But look at Canelo. He's shooting through them rather than getting up on them.
Wow, look at Quinn shutting the door. Oh, Canelo down.
Wow, Canelo needed to take a back seat right there. He should have held off. That was definitely not Quinn Amiot's fault. He held his ground and Canelo went down.
Yeah, he just strong-armed him there. But this is an awesome position for Quinn Amiot. Getting that triples there again, not getting that exit one. But we haven't seen Quinn ride Supercross as well since his rookie year, and now he's up there in that 3rd position and holding it down strong.
Yeah, holding it strong, and a bit of a falter by Canelo there's going to open the door for the youngster like that. We talked about St. Cyr trying to maybe get on that podium, and maybe it's going to be the 21 of Quinn Amiot, a great kid, great support staff out there with the family and whatnot. So let's see if the 21 can hold it down. But the battle right now, 4, 5, and 6, Canelo back on the bike trying to catch up.
Yeah, he's not going to like that. He has to pass these 2 guys again, which he struggled with earlier. He's starting to get these whoops, almost like skimming through them. So that's looking a little better as we go along. But this line right here, I heard the track staff going to hold that down and not groom that the whole time, so it gets a little rougher, and they're going to be able to try to swing wide and make some passes.
Here's that 3-3-3. Gibbs uncorks it. St. Cyr uncorks it. Canelo uncorks it. There it is. All 3 of them getting in that lap. And look how important it is. They stay identical distance between each other right there. It's that one mistake. That's what's going to come down to between these guys. Whoever makes those mistakes. Here comes Canelo on the inside, Cal.
Yeah, look at that. Driving him wide. Nice pass by Canelo. They go up the finish line. Man, St. Cyr needs to get going.
Oh, he was uncorking that triple today. I'm surprised he didn't pull that off to kind of hang on to that spot. Now Canelo up into that 5th spot. Again, chasing after Gibbs. He already made this pass once. Then hit the dirt, and now he's going to try to make it again.
Yeah, so here we go. On to Gibbs, but look at Gibbs right to the inside. Canelo's got to grab the binders there, and they're making it tough on each other. There's no way for Canelo to swing wide because he's got St. Cyr right on his tail. And Canelo getting back through there. Nice job by these guys. And now they're slowly catching up to the 21. Yeah,
Quinn Amiot right now holding that 3rd just ahead of the 25 and the 46 right now as they battle for 4th and 5th. Gibbs, though, holding his own. Look at this. Canelo again. Canelo's got this inside working to his advantage. Look at that.
He was scrubbing that triple a lot better. So the double, triple, and Canelo's able to scrub by those guys, but not triple up here. We know that's very technical. But the way Canelo's doing, it's actually pretty fast.
I did not see him do that actually in practice at all today. Just maybe not comfortable. It has got that pop. We did see a couple of guys go down on it, so a bit of a tricky thing. But Canelo making it work without having to jump right now, right on the back wheel of Quinn Amiot once again.
Yeah, so he's sitting on that 4th spot going into 3rd, and I think that's as far up as he can go. We know that Ward and Welton are pretty far gone here.
Look at this.
Boom.
Mistake. One mistake, and it get eaten up like that. Quinn comes up a little bit short. MX 101, FXR Yamaha up into that 3rd spot, but he has got a long time before he's going to be able to catch up to Marshall Welton and Tanner Ward.
Yeah, he's got quite the distance between these guys. That's a freight train that he needed to get by, but putting himself in third isn't a bad spot. It's just, giving up that 2-1 is going to get you the overall. The 3-1 is very tough to get that because there's always a guy that's going to sneak in there.
Yeah, 100%. So, Canella to third, Amiot fourth, Gibbs. Gibbs is putting pressure now on the 21 as well. We haven't seen Quinn be able to kind of hold this kind of position. He's never really been riding in this spot and kind of getting a little bit tight towards these end of these races. Of course, a 15-lap main event here. We're probably on lap, I don't know, halfway-ish or something right now. Where live timing doesn't seem to be working in front of us. Actually, no, I got it here on now. So that was lap 9. They just crossed there, lap 9.
Lap 9. So these guys way past that half.
Oh,
Gibbs sliding out there.
Yeah, that ginger throttle that we saw out of Canella did not go where Gibbs was. That is going to be a bummer for that kid. Man, he was cruising there doing good for sure. But look at this. The young 14-year-old phenom, Ryder McNabb, is on the gas.
Back into that 6th spot. There's Gibbs back up and going. But, man, almost a lap down there. You see Powell coming by. So St. Cyr up to 5th and Ryder McNabb into that 6th spot. And we're going to see. But right now, Galdi, Welton with a 3-second lead over the Honda GDR rider of Tanner Ward. And then it's a good 10 seconds back to Canella. So I'm not sure Canella can make up that type of ground to put a chance at getting in that 1-2 spot. But
very quiet main right now with our front runners. There it is, Monster Energy poster to Kawasaki, Marshall Welton. No problem, just out for a bit of a cruise. Looking good, got that start. We talked about it. So important to get that roadshooting.com hole shot. Bust out the triple. He gets a 3-second lead. It's been that way from the beginning. Yeah,
he's held it down. I know Ward had to pass a couple guys, but I have a feeling if Ward can string some laps together here, get some good scrubs, get through the whoops clean, I feel like he can pressure late. We know that Ward's got that little bit of an anger in him where he can catch up to somebody late in the moto. Let's see if he can do it here.
Yeah, put that edge down. He had that little crash today, so he's kind of firing on adrenaline as well. He's right there. He's got that within that 3-second gap for sure. Starting to click away. And the thing in the lights class, or 250 class here, lap traffic not going to be as big a problem, I think, as it is in the 450 class. So these guys aren't going to have much of a battle as they battle each other through the pack.
No, these guys... yeah, all about the same speed all the way through this pack. So we haven't seen them run into actual lappers here. It looks like Jamie Powell's just one corner ahead here of Marshall Welton. He's the first guy that they're going to actually run into. So it's an open race. You're just racing the track, not worried about hitting the line. But look at back to this battle. Look at St. Cyr.
Oh, a couple of KTMs pushing each other's buttons right now. The 21 and the 55. 21 taking advantage. Quinn Amiot holding strong right now. Still sitting in that 4th spot. But look at Ryder McNabb. The kid, he's not going to get tired. He's just loving it right now. He's probably had a bowl of crap dinner before he came out here with a glass of milk, and he's warmed up and ready to go in this thing as he kind of uncorked that triple. Yep. St. Cyr gets it. Amiot doesn't. Oh, is this going to be a pass like Canella did to him earlier in that race?
I like that line.
Oh, I do like that. That could be another one in the 450. A guy like Cole Thompson, like that ginger throttle like we saw out of Canella, can make that pass.
Yeah, and this is, man, St. Cyr's got the speed of the leaders, but he doesn't have the passing skills of like a Marco Canella to get through the field and get up here. But look at this. Nice line.
Closes the door that time there. Last time he didn't push him up far enough. This time there, pushes him wide, takes that spot. St. Cyr up into that 4th position. A great ride out of that young Frenchman. Yeah,
look at these inside to inside here. We didn't see this in practice. These guys are alluding to it right now as it's a bit, you don't want to go wide, get stuffed. Man, I'm just pumped on number 21, though. This is one of his best indoor rides we've seen.
Yeah, for sure. The 21 Quinn Amiot get himself a good start. That's what happens. We saw it with Moffenbauer outdoors. We saw it with Jacob Piccolo. You get that start, you start realizing, hey, man, I can run with these guys. I got the pace of these guys, but not this guy right here. Marshall Welton, a second faster in practice. Probably almost a second faster right now, but he's not pulling away from Ward. He's just riding smart, consistent. He's nailing that section every time.
Yeah, he's locked that section down and just so smooth. Got his scrubs. He keeps the tires low to the ground and exiting the corners. He gets the power on a lot earlier than most people out here. So he's just finding that little bit. And white flag is out, Baldy.
There you go. One more to go for the Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki. Red-plated Marshall Welton. And, man, total control. Let it start to finish right here. Smooth in the whoops. Hitting the triple. No mistakes out of this guy. I bet he's not even sweating under the helmet. This one looks a little easy for him.
Yeah, man, he's just riding so smooth out there. And getting that start was all he needed. He knows he can go fast on the track. See Tanner Ward not too far behind, but just not close enough to do any damage here last lap. And there he goes. That last triple, he hit fast.
Yeah.
A lot of speed through that one.
Yeah, they're on the gas there to clear that one on the outskirts for sure. I actually kind of thought a 450 might try to quad on the way out of there, but I don't know if there'd be braking power coming into it. But here we go. Final turn. Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki gonna make it another 250 main event win. That is 4 out of 5 right now for Moto wins for this kid right now. I'll tell you what, he is on fire, and that's why he's got the red plate, Kyle.
Yeah, he's holding it down. And the guys, Tanner Ward, Marco Canella, that's not what you want to see, the red plate getting that win. They need to get the starts. They need to get out there. You see Chad Goodwing there just give them the lap times.
We got a little bit of extra time tonight, so I'm actually going to make my way down. We're going to take a little commercial break. You are watching the 2020 Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. I'm going to go chat with that number 19. We'll be right back.
You've got the ride, and we've got the parts to keep you going. Royal Superstores, with massive selections of products no matter what your power sport is. Top brands you've come to trust. Huge selection, amazing prices. Your one-stop shopping destination for the rider in you. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. Shop online, by phone, or in one of 4 retail locations. Fast coast-to-coast shipping right to your door. Royal Distributing. Eat, sleep, ride.
The Cardo system for us means efficiency. When they're out there doing their laps, you can tell them what they need to work on while they're actually in the moto. We're working hard to hopefully implement it to where the guys can use it in racing. From a safety standpoint, it would be fantastic. I think it's the way to go. I think it's the way of the future, and I think it's going to be very successful.
Welcome back live, everybody, right there. The red plate, that is what it's all about. Marshall Welton grabbing another main event win. Marshall got that start, so important, through the whoops, and then Yen corked the 3.33. He had like 3 seconds on the first lap.
Yeah, I got it done, executed the plan perfectly. It was slicker than a wet garage floor out there, man. It was like, this had to be cautious and ride the lines. I was just trying to make as many, laps as I could consistently, and I'm just glad I got that off my back.
Last week the track really broke down the way it was. It doesn't look like it's going to be the same kind of thing, and I guess we don't have the B final as well, so a lot less bikes on the track here tonight. How do you think the track's going to be for that next main event?
It's like, this is Gopher dunes, so there's sand here and there's clay on top of the sand, so it's like you're always battling a clay chunk ledge into sand, and it's, you're always battling that dirt mixture, but it was already starting to pretty bad that time. We'll see how it shapes up for the rest of the night. All right, we wish you luck in that next main event. Marshall Welton taking another win. That's why he's got the red plate. Keep an eye. The Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki is on the gas. We'll be right back with the 450 main event number 1. All right, last week we saw the whoops play a huge factor. Dylan Wright, Jairi Mitchell going down in them. This week here, a big change. We just started on the finish line into a triple section here onto that single. As we walk here this way, momentum is the key in the whoops. The boys got to get up to 3rd, and if they can get 4th gear, it's even better than that. As they come around here, they're going to hit that outside wall and try to slingshot their way into this. And what I mean slingshot, they got to grab that extra gear, try to get that lower RPM. And as I come into this right now, you can see the starter whoop. It's about 2 feet high right now, okay? As they get up onto that one, the key is to get off this, onto that top one, into that higher gear, low RPM. Right now, you can see this thing. It's about 4 feet high. Well, maybe not 4 feet high. I'm a little guy. The key here is these guys getting up into that higher gear, lower RPM to get across the tops up. We got a 9 whoop section here. Some guys are going to be going, double, triple through that thing. You guys like a Matt Gerke, Cole Thompson, Dylan Wright, Tanner Ward, Marco Canella, Marshall Welton, those guys battling for that number 1 position. If they can get across the top of these, like Gerke was doing last week with those smaller ones, those are the guys that can be launching to that front of the pack. But to get on the top, it's taking that big risk. Kyle, we know what the kind of risk that you guys take out here. And you want to take big risks, you get big rewards.
Not going to lie, that is a good-looking fella out there in those whoops. I'll tell you what, man, I was feeling good. I wanted to run and, jump through those things, but Marty wouldn't let me. He wouldn't let me do it.
Those things were waist deep out there.
Oh, man, and we were talking about it earlier, Josh Cartwright in the background there. We got to see him go through those whoops right there, skimming across the top. That wasn't one of his better runs, but him and Gerke able to stay on top of those things, and it's got to be about a second, maybe even a second and a half between the guys that are going double-double.
Yeah, no, it's definitely – I feel like it's going to wear you down in 20 laps, but it's going to be one of those things – maybe that Gerke and Cartwright do it for 5 laps, create that gap like Welton did, and then just shut her down and start doubling, tripling through them.
Well, you know what else caught up today, too? The young kid, Honda Cannon GDR Fox, took a big spill in practice, actually, after this interview we did with him. But I caught up with Tanner Ward today. The kid is on fire. He's ready to go. He wants to get that win. He got second in that first main event. We chatted up today. He's feeling good. Honda Canada GDR Fox, Tanner Ward. Last week, speed, not an issue. Couple little mistakes, letting the boys get ahead, and aggressive. I don't think anybody's going to send you a Christmas card, but that's the way you do this stuff. Coming out here, we're looking at this track. It's a lot different. I feel like you're excited about it. You like this stuff.
Yeah, I'm super excited. It's all new track for us this weekend, and it's going to be tough. We don't got too much time to learn it. There's a lot of things to learn, but it's the same for everyone. Go and have some fun.
All right, we got the win on the MX. Right, that was whatever. You're a hero now outside. That's it. But we're outside here. How do we pull that trigger? I mean, the speed obviously is not a problem. Starts, great starts, but how do we make that win? Because obviously when we come over this thing, we're on the finish line right now. The fist up in the air, cheering, no fans though, but a big guy feel good.
Yeah, that's a plan. I want to get a win, and actually said I got good starts, but realistically I got one good start last weekend. I was 4th, 5th, and yeah, it's a good start, but you got to be up front to get a win here. It's really close. We're 0.3 off each other, pretty much running the exact same times, right? So yeah, I got to get a start and just get those first couple laps dialed, which we worked on this week, and I guess time will tell if I can. Who gives you better advice? Fasciotti, the half manager, or Team Diggs, the full manager? Who gives you better advice? Honestly, they both have awesome advice. Obviously, Colton's his advice is on the track, and I'd say Colton. Sorry, Dare.
Oh, burying the boss there. Hey, well, how are you going to get that paycheck now with that one, eh?
I got to go work 9 to 5.
Okay, 2 rounds to go. What's going to take the win?
Like I said, starts, and I know my speed's there. I just got to go get a good start and just put it all together. It's 15 laps, not that long, so just got to, like we say, got to send it.
And, what about the earplugs? Why do you wear those?
I honestly started it last year, and I don't know. I just can tell that it kind of calms everything down for me. I can breathe and just kind of I can't ride without them. We did the photo shoot without them, and I thought my bike was making all these weird noises, and I can hear this. I can hear the birds chirping.
You're quirky, eh? You're a quirky guy like that, eh? Put your plugs in, kids, because it'll solve all the problems out there on the road. It'll just simmer it down. Man, that darn mask keeps coming right off my... Poke it out right at the end there. Actually do fun one with Keelan Mess. We'll see him on screen. I'll talk to him later. Cole Thompson, loving this track. Does not go across the whoops like Gerke or Cartwright, but right in the thick of it. So the rest of the track, definitely the fastest guy. Getting across those whoops, but he also did something pretty cool today, I think.
Yeah, he did a little GoPro lap.
It was on his chest, I think, right? I think
it's
I
on
saw
his
that.
chest. You can see those nice Renthal bars. Yeah, it's the Parts Canada GoPro. But, liking this track, and got the red numbers there, leading the points by, is it 8 points?
Yeah, I got 8-point lead. I think it's coming this one over that man, or over the number 9, and then Gerke right there behind them.
So those 3 guys in the middle of the inside there, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, see who's got that map. There it is, the track map going right there. Kind of a cool look at how this goes. You can really see the body moving around on the bike. Yeah,
it's you can see the arms stretched out in that nice forward gear. And going through this rhythm section here, we've seen that early on where Marshall Welton was able to get that and just kind of pull away. So triple through there. And this corner right here, I feel like these things are right like Cole's specialty. Coming around flat corners, throttle control, and then able to scrub that triple off there into the corner.
And this is the passing area that Marco Canella took really advantage of, so we'll keep an eye on that one before that finish line turn. And then, of course, right here, these guys uncorking that triple, no problem. But I feel like right here, you can do what Guillaume St. Cyr did there to Tyler Gibbs, is just cut across and really chop that guy. And you got to think, say Gerke or Cartwright get up front, those guys are going to have to chop him off because they're going out wide to get that run on the whoops.
Yeah, they might get a little saucy there.
Yeah, or uncork it. That's what they do. Yeah, uncork that sauce. So, Logan Lightsell right there, qualified 5th today, brand new to the series here. This kid has been living in a truck and a trailer the entire time here, quarantining, and he gets himself hooked up with a cool ride. Unfortunately, we lose Phil Nicoletti and Sam Gaynor, but he's feeling in great, doing okay. He's not, lighting the world on fire like that, but he's a nice kid, and he's doing good for the team.
Yeah, he's a great kid, man. He's just, he's been in the trenches all year, so it's nice to give the kid a pat on the back and give him a ride for the last 2 weekends, the last 4 rounds here, and, man, man, just a great addition to the series, as well as Cartwright there sitting in the number 26. And those guys looking to get up in that box, but it's going to be hard to take one of the top guys off. You got Cole Thompson leading the way, Dylan Wright and Matt Gerke. They were so strong last week. It's going to be hard to knock one of those guys down. And we're actually going to jump to a quick commercial, but we'll be back with these guys.
Hurry up, hurry up.
The Cardo system for us means efficiency. When they're out there doing their laps, you can tell them what they need to work on while they're actually in the moto. We're working hard to hopefully implement it to where the guys can use it in racing. From a safety standpoint, it would be fantastic. I think it's the way to go. I think it's the way of the future, and I think it's going to be very successful.
Before the lights, before the cameras, before the crowd roar, before the gate drops, before the first turn, before the finish line, the podium, and the champagne. It's just me and my gear.
From day one, Fox has created products with intention and purpose, so we can inspire your best ride, your fastest race, your greatest adventure. Is how we connect and how we dream. We were made for inspiration and for possibilities, for fast starts and long journeys, for challengers and for champions. Fox was made for you. So get out there and do what you're made for.
Welcome back live here to the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series SX Tour, round number 3. There it is, the Royal Distributing Hole Shot line, the most important line in the sport right now. And these guys are 30-year anniversary, and they got a big deal going on.
They got a huge deal going on. Starting September 30th, you go in there and you get 30% of your purchase back on a gift card. So if you spend $100, you're getting $30 back on a gift card. Man, they're just giving stuff away there.
Look at the math on you, eh?
Man,
yeah,
have you ever been to Royal?
Oh, yeah, I have. I've been to the one in Barrie. I've been to the one in Barrie many times. They have everything you need and probably more. Actually, you go in there, you feel like, oh, I should get one of these. Oh, I got to get one of those. And, you know, it's one of those things kind of thing. And, but, yeah, RoyalDistributing.com, a huge supporter of our sport for so many years. And, of course, the RoyalDistributing.com Hole Shot. Everybody wants to get to it first. You get to get the bucks and, of course, get the lead of that race. And we are about to see who is going to lead the race here in our first 450 main event. The 16 right there, like you said, with the red plate. The 9, a bit of business between these boys. Are we going to see some fireworks this weekend?
I feel like we will if they get together out there. I know that there's no love lost between the two of them. And the retiree about to retire, the number 2, he just wants to get some wins, and he's fast out there right
He's
now.
sandwiching the angry fellas.
Yeah, he's holding them back.
Yeah, exactly. Got the arms out right there. And, of course, if Gerke gets that lead, gets around, gets a triple, blah, 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 and then uncorks, I'm saying it a lot, uncorks that thing across the top of the whoops, you got to think that's that gap that Welton did.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
He got there in that first lap.
Exactly it. And these guys are going to have to try to shut down Cartwright too, because Cartwright's a good starter and he's got the whoops dialed too.
Yeah.
Same scenario that he can do. We're talking about Welton getting away early. These guys can do the same thing here if all goes.
I'm a little surprised that these guys kind of didn't move more to that inside line, like where Quinn Amon just kind of tucked in there. Cartwright way out there, and he had second pick, so a little bit of a surprise choice in my opinion right there. But we're going to see if it works out for the team PRMX number 26 out there. Dario Zecca, Tommy Dallaire, Ryan Derrick, Cartwright right there, Logan Lights out there, Thompson, Gerke, Wright, Quag, Moffenbauer, and Luskus right there, ready to go here for that 450 main event number 1. Who is going to grab the RoyalDistributing.com 30th anniversary hole shot? Here we go. Ooh, Cartwright out of the gate like a rocket right there. Whoa, Meston coming in way too hot. Moffenbauer going to lead the way. Wow, Meston definitely missed the break on that one right there and ran right in the back of Cartwright, pushed him wide. Thompson sneaks in there, the wily vet, if you will, at this tight stuff right there. Look at that. Ryan Derry up in that first spot. Where's Gerke? Gerke nowhere to be found.
Yeah, so Gerke's got his work cut out, much like Marco Canella. Here we go. This is the first real good look we had of Moffenbauer since we started this series here last week. And, man, awesome to see the Rockstar Energy OTSF rider jumping out front.
Yeah, the Blue Crew getting that RoyalDistributing.com whole shot 30th anniversary. We're not going to give him $30 because he's got to go to the store and spend that money he just won right there. Green flag waving. It's Moffenbauer and Thompson, 1 and 2 right now. And this is right here. This is what Thompson right here. Is he going to make it happen already? And, wow, what a beautiful pass. Great throttle control. Doing just like Canella, kind of shoot through those whoops instead of going up.
I think the biggest thing is he's not letting that bike go down right into the belly. And there's Cartwright. If he can start piecing things together, look at you already see him swinging wide here. He's going to get those whoops and get right up on the back end of Thompson.
Unable to triple out of that turn there. They were doing that in practice. I think it's a little wore down. Moffenbauer 333, Thompson, factory Red Bull KTM up to the lead right now with that red plate. Of course, the competition buried somewhere in the back of the pack right now. Thompson played the game perfectly, tucked around that inside, now sits second, and they're dealing right up into that 4 spot.
4 spot, so he's got a little bit of work to cut out for him, but man, awesome to see the number 3 Moffenbauer up front. Look at these guys going wide here. Let's see if Cartwright can get the drive here in the whoops. These guys electing to double, and look at Cartwright.
That, it's Cartwright. Wow, he's got the loses it right at the end. You said it would be difficult. The speed coming in, he's got it there, but you lose it up at the end right there. And that turn, he's going to have to tuck up that inside line there. He's going to have to make a pass.
Yeah, and it looks like that triple out of the corner is faster, but he's just not getting over it. Maybe he doesn't want to run into the backside of Moffenbauer, but Cartwright, if he can get that drive in the whoops, he's going to go right around.
Watch that inside line, the Canella line, if you want to call it that right there. No, not quite close enough on Moffenbauer, but you got to think Cartwright now looks like the aggressor out of these two.
Yeah, and I feel like we always name something Canella. He's always sneaky and got these tricky lines, and man, he's making it work there. But these guys right now, look at see number 26 going wide, getting the run. He's losing a little bit of time coming in, but look at this.
Wow. Going by the Rockstar Energy OTSF, number 3, no problem there, skimming across the top. Look at that, playing great defense, tucking around that inside.
Yeah, now he's got Thompson in sight, and he gets those whoops, man. He is so fast in his whoops, and his lap times were so good in practice. Looking for Gerke, he's up to 5th behind about 5 seconds behind Dylan Wright. So already way back, and you see Dylan Wright sitting back there right now.
Gerke probably just coming into that rhythm section back there. So Matt Gerke, the Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki, not off to the start that he was looking for here in main event number 1, but Cartwright, can he put down a lap right now? And this is where the time is going to be different. This is where he can slingshot, get that power around, skim across these whoops. Look at the kid going across those. Wow, he hit him good that time.
Yeah, and look at you see Sean just struggling that little bit, and man, he's already gained up the backside of Thompson here. But Moffenbauer holding down that 3rd spot. He's got Dylan Wright about 2 seconds back. This is a great start for these two guys, and man, I've just seen Josh Cartwright in the pits all day, just loving those whoops, and this is, you can show it right now.
Yeah, this is his, he's got the hand right there, a handy little section that could close in on Thompson for sure, so we'll keep an eye on Thompson's so good at every other part of the track, but playing it safe in the whoops, they're just doubling through them. So Cartwright, one more lap in the books right now, back to how many seconds there, Kyle?
He's about 2.5 seconds back, and he was about a 1/10 of a second faster. Look at this. Right through the tops of him, and Thompson getting around lappers already. This is the issue we're going to deal with in this 450 class. In the 250 class, no big deal at all. Those guys lap maybe 1 or 2 guys, but already in the 450 class, these guys are running into some people. Yeah,
only lap 4 in the books right here. Thompson already up into the lap traffic. A big gap from, say, that 6th place back to the 12th position. And look at here comes Matt Gerke now.
So Matt Gerke running a lap time of a 38.8, so he is the fastest on track right now. And look at how crispy he goes through those triple.
No problem at all for the Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki. Matt Gerke, the veteran here. 4 main events left in his career. An astonishing career at that. 3 Canadian titles, many German wins, and of course Southwick back in 2009, I believe it was, when he took a factory when he went 6-1 for the overall that day. So pretty wild stuff right there. But let's see, he was the only other rider being able to get across the whoops. Oh wow. Was that a straightaway or the whoops?
I think it was a straightaway.
Was that a straightaway? It looked just like last week. Remember, like, did he take the amateur line on that right there going beside it? So Matt Gerke on the gas, already right on the back of Dylan Wright. You said he was 5 seconds about 3 laps ago, so he is picking and choosing right now.
Yeah, he was 3 seconds at the stripe all day. He's about 2 seconds now, so he's really zoning in. Thompson getting by the stripe again, lap 7, and he's just trying to click him away, trying to be consistent here. We're going to see Cartwright jump in the corner. So Cartwright holding it down to about a 2.5 lead. So he's actually gaining a little bit of ground. This is an awesome ride for the PRMX.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is what he was kind of looking for. We knew he was good at Supercross. Last week, a little bit of an easy track. This one here, definitely a little more difficult, a little more technical, and it is showing this guy's skills that he has had down in the States, making main events down there. So the 26 right now is working this track to his advantage with that big whoop section. Yeah, he's probably been the same. I feel like this is where Thompson's so good. He's just so good at getting in and out of those turns and getting all those jumps nice and smooth.
Oh,
Zeka right off the back of the berm there. Don't hit her, cameraman.
Really taking that, getting out of the way serious there as he goes over the top there. But yeah, Thompson still not getting through this, and there's Keelan Meston, and
this is where the lap traffic is really going to bite Thompson here. This section right here, this tight left and right-hander. Look at these guys. Oh, Tommy Dallaire did a great job getting out of the way right there. But Cartwright is right on the rear wheel. Now there's Meston as well. Yeah. Look at that. So Meston doing a good job getting out of Thompson's way. Blue flags are waving for these guys, and Gerke now into that section right now. He is right up to the wheelhouse of the number 9, our current Triple Crown points leader as well. So Gerke is definitely fine on the lap time. Still the fastest guy on the track, Kyle.
Yeah, he is. He's in the 38s as well as he's the only one in the 38. 38.7 for Gerke, and the rest of the guys just in that low 39 area. So Gerke's still stringing these laps together, still smashing through those whoops. And, man, the Kawasaki is looking good.
Yeah, and he's got Moffenbauer just in front of Dylan Wright there as well, so maybe able to pick off a couple of riders before the end of this main. Wow, is he ever going through it? Look at this. He's going to get Dylan Wright here. Wow, he closed in about 6 bike lengths going through that whoop section. Definitely can see the experience of the number 2 working in that section.
Yeah, these guys are actually, it looks like it's all tightening up here. You got Moffenbauer, Wright, and Gerke. So this could be an interesting battle, and it'll be a lot about line choice and trying to hold back the number 2 from getting through those whoops.
All right, so the number 2 chasing the 9 and chasing the 3 right now. All career numbers out here in the 450 class. The boys earning those over the last couple years of racing. Dylan Wright winning the Triple Crown Series last year in the 250 class, looking to bring it home as a rookie here in the 450 class. Look at that, Meston not having a main event. Look at that shoulder all bunged up with dirt on there, but here comes Matt Gerke. Oh my, wow. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Wow, you're just right by him, and he's right back up on the number 3 of Sean Moffenbauer.
I feel like he's going to get black flags. Everybody's going to think he's cutting the track. He went through that so fast. Oh, beautiful setup right there. Wow, Gerke attacking, not leaving anything on the tail right there, making it happen, and tripling out. Wow.
Yeah, now look at the number 9 is here. Look at it. He's going to come in, try to take over the line.
Oh, look at this. Matt Gerke opening the door for Dylan Wright to maybe slide in there as he puts a boss pass on Moffenbauer of the number 3, Rockstar Energy OTSF, now back into that 4th position. Gerke now up into that 3rd spot, and Cartwright, he's right on top of Thompson as well. So we could have a big main. Like, we're only on lap number 11 here. We just crossed the halfway mark here, Kyle.
And the whoops are playing a huge factor right now with these guys. And look at that. Dylan Wright shutting it down.
Yeah.
He's up into that 4th spot. But Cartwright and Gerke are the fastest guys on track. Gerke running a 39.3 with having to double through that section.
Yeah, you got to think this next lap, no traffic in front of him right now. Going to be able to lay it down and really grab gears as he gets himself for that whoop section coming up. Cartwright right on the rear wheel of Thompson. They're just to the right of our screen. You can see him landing off the finish line over top of it. And that's the section here. They're coming to that section right now where Cartwright gets that drive. Thompson doubling through. Cartwright able to skim across him as we're looking at the Rockstar Energy OTSF number 3. Cartwright right there, but again, it's the rest of the track is where he seems to lose a little bit to Thompson.
Man, he's so fast through those whoops, and then just everywhere else, Thompson just a little quicker. He's able to pull away. But man, I thought these guys would just kind of back off that whoop line like early on, but Gerke and Cartwright still able to get through those quick and just make up that time. All the time that they lose or whatever on that track, pulls it right back in with a set of whoops.
Yeah, Thompson definitely a lot faster on 90% of the track. Other than that whoop section, just playing it safe tonight, skimming or doubling through them nice and smooth. The Team PRMX Kawasaki, once again, he's going to swing wide here, grab himself up the 3rd or 4th gear, and skim across the tops from there. Not quite getting them as clean as Gerke is, but still able to close that gap in one more time. But like you said, it's got to be wearing on the body.
Yeah, it's got wearing on the body. And look at Gerke sliding in the picture there, but that S back and forth is getting really kicked out. As the night goes on, I don't think they're going to fix it. So we might see some guys switching it up because it's down to that sand base.
Yeah, no, 100% the great down there. Traction going to be a thing. And of course, just kind of getting hooked up in those ruts as well. But the 16 red plate KTM factory Red Bull Thor racing rider Cole Thompson now doing what he does. Gets himself into the lead and just rides a smart, calm race. Nothing silly, nothing out of sorts. He's just like a robot out there.
Yeah, you just got to be nice and smooth and get through those lappers clean. Here, Cartwright taking another run at these whoops. And there it is, Cowie just coming in the picture there. It's Gerke slowly catching up there. He has been clicking off consistently faster laps than the top 2 guys. About half a second to almost a full second faster than these guys.
Okay, so he definitely has a chance at getting Cartwright here. And there he is, right? He's right on the back side of Cartwright here. So the whoop section, if Cartwright makes any sort of mistake out here, he's definitely going to open up the door for the Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki ride number 2. 4 main events, 4.5 main events left to go in the career of Matt Gerke right here, and he's riding a great main right now. And of course, second is as good as first in that first main event.
Yeah, so they're clipping off. They got 5 laps to go here, Galdi, and yeah, it looks like Cartwright's corner speed is kind of lacking here. Now he's looking over his shoulder there, seeing that Gerke is coming up behind, right by Zeka. Look at Gerke.
Oh man.
Wow, he gained up a huge time there.
Cartwright, Gerke Gerke is unbelievable in that whoop section tonight here. Kyle, man, if he could only have got that start, we definitely would have seen a battle up front between him and Thompson. And you got to think the wily veteran of Thompson, he would have been that guy going on the inside of that whoops, just chopping him down, making sure he couldn't get that drive. But Gerke right now is finding all kinds of speed late here in main event number 1.
Yeah, so 4 laps to go here, and this Cowie duo is going to battle it out, and it's going to come down to just kind of getting that corner speed going. It looks like Cartwright's just fading a little bit. You see Thompson slipped away from his sight, and now look at this, both these guys.
Look at Gerke. Wow. Even more impressive than Cartwright. Look at this. He's going to, oh, what a pass.
And now, with Gerke into that spot, we got 4 laps to go, well, 3.5 laps to go. He's got his sights on the number 16. He could still win this race.
This is not out of reach for the Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki right here. 4 main events to go in the back end of Matt Gerke's career, and he is having one of the best rides we have seen here at Gopher Dunes in the SX Tour. He is about 3-4 seconds back right now, so he's got time to make up, but you got to think the whoops alone are a second and a half.
He's got it. He's been a second faster than Thompson this whole race coming through the pack. And he's just so good. He stays right on top of these whoops all the way through. Watch him come through and just right clicking off the top. No drop into the front end or the back end.
Wow.
Just zones right in.
Look at that.
Just coming out of that corner.
Okay, he has got an opportunity here for sure. Lots of time left for Matt Gerke to close in. You got to think 2 more laps into those whoops right there. He's going to be right on the wheelhouse of Cole Thompson. It's going to shake him up a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to shake him up. And, man, you've seen it's not like he can shut him down because Thompson has to take one line or the other. Gerke's just going to try to draft right by him.
All right, so Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki chasing down. 2 laps to go here, Kyle. The 2-lap board is out. So if Gerke's going to make something happen, he's got to pull the trigger in this whoops right here. Thompson is playing it extra smart tonight here in main event number 1. Doubling through right here. Gerke is going to come into the picture. Will Ryan Derry move out of the way? Yes, Ryan Derry does a great job right there. But Matt Gerke's going to be... Oh, it's about the same. It's about the same.
I gained a little bit, maybe a bike length there. You can really tell in that S-curve section how much gain and how much loss there. But Thompson able to just get through another lap. He's going to see the white flag after this rhythm section. One more run through the whoops for Gerke, and that's his strength right now. But, man, what a gap he has closed up. Clearly the fastest guy on track.
Yeah, Gerke was like 15 seconds back on the first lap. So Gerke, arguably, no doubt, the fastest rider. But here we go. 1 lap to go for the red plate number 16. Just cool, calm, collective on that factory Red Bull KTM. Gerke going to swing wide. He's got one more chance. There's no way he's going to catch him in the whoop section here. Oh, a little mistake for Thompson. Not his cleanest run through there with the double. And there's Gerke right there. Something could happen. We got some turns where passes can be made coming up here, Kyle.
Yeah, man, we'll talk about gaining a complete second in one section. Man, Thompson's got to figure something out for main event 2 because a 2 is just as good as a 1 coming into this one.
Yeah, no, Matt Gerke right now doing a great job. Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki pushing the Red Bull KTM Factory Thor Racer to his limits here, but the final turn not going to be close enough. It looks like Cole Thompson is going to grab main event number 1, no problem. The red plate, all about that start, just like Marshall Weldon. Get yourself in that position and make it happen.
Yeah, impressive ride out of the Kawasaki's of Josh Cartwright and Matt Gerke. Matt Gerke coming through the pack and making it work, but you're going to jump down and talk to Cole Thompson right after this commercial break.
The Cardo system for us means efficiency. When they're out there doing their laps, you can tell them what they need to work on while they're actually in the moto. We're working hard to hopefully implement it to where the guys can use it in racing. From a safety standpoint, it would be fantastic. I think it's the way to go. I think it's the way of the future, and I think it's going to be very successful.
Before the lights, before the cameras, before the crowd roar, before the gate drops, before the first turn, before the finish line, the podium, and the champagne. It's just me and my gear.
Welcome back, everybody, here with the KTM Factory Red Bull Racing. Cole Thompson. Cole, super smart rider. They're nothing too crazy. Got yourself in that lead right there and just kind of calm, collected, and made that thing happen right there. But you just kind of said to yourself, you're not still feeling that great.
No, last week took a lot out of me, those 4 main events. But, you know, that one I started to get a little bit of a momentum boost there in the middle. And then, obviously, it doesn't help when you see someone catching you. Matt was riding really great. I know he's skimming the whoops behind me. That's given up a lot of time. And it's making it harder for me to kind of get away from these guys. But they're riding great. Track's good this week. It's a little bit different than last week. A lot more obstacles, a little bit more demanding, and you feel it out there.
Is there a spot where you can kind of take a bit of a breather there to get that rest, or is it constant on you?
Yeah, I try to find there's a long stretch right here in the back that we're going through. You just try to keep getting the air back into the lungs, and obviously, you know, when you get out there, the intensity it compared to practice and everything like that, you can't match it. So those guys were pushing me along, and definitely got the heart rate up, and happy to get the win. I was frustrated letting that last win slip by last weekend, and wanted to get out there, kind of set the tone for the weekend, and able to get the win, and we're going to try to back it up here.
Sounds good. We'll let you get ready for the 450 main event. Kyle, your bro's feeling a little bit under the weather again, like he's all season long, but hey, take the win. He's riding good. In this sport, we like to talk about pull the trigger. We saw Cole Thompson last week go through this rhythm section. We're going backwards in round number 3 here. He went 3 over the table, 3 in the thing, and then 4 into that final turn. Now going the opposite direction, the guys are going to start going 3 over top, 3 onto this landing, and then trying to go 3 into that final turn there. When I say pull the trigger, that means those guys are going to have to pump that suspension, snap it up, and make sure they get over these obstacles. So something like this one here, the landing, it's low, but some of the takeoff are high. They got to get that bike up over top of that thing. The key to that is being able to transition down in, compress that suspension, and snap it back up. It sounds easy when I'm talking about it, but watch these guys, watch their leg work, watch their core strength to snap that bike up. Yeah, the bike's got a lot of power, but it takes a lot of the body to get that thing up in the air to make sure you get over that thing. And if they don't, Kyle, you've heard that noise before, I'm sure. That's what I did to you right there, Kyle. That's what I do to you. That's what I said. You're going to case that, and then you're going to into the living room of all our wonderful people sitting at home right now watching on Rev TV. Of course, Fox Sports Canada and the Two Wheels TV app. And we're getting ready for the Parts Canada Open 65 class. A little bit of a jigger out of the schedule today. Intermediates, they decided maybe a little scary.
Yeah.
So put the kids on.
Yeah, they stayed at home. Let the kids do their thing. And, yeah, Parts Canada, obviously a big part of the sport here. Get to a Parts Canada dealer, get that Thor racing gear, that Alpine Star boots, and get all the good stuff. And these guys are about ready to drop the gates. And, man, they got a bit of a different track. They don't have to do the whoops, but I think they could have done fine. I bet you they could have got those little 60s through the whoops better than some of these pros.
I would say yes to that. I would agree. Yeah. Off the gate they go there. Nathan Snellgrove, no problem on the 158, getting the jump. And I think that's Lily Turner on the 619. No, who's that on the 619? That's Zach Auerzowski right there, doing a great job. Talked to his old man Paul this week. He was super excited. He loves the fact that these kids can get out there and kind of get this experience on this stuff.
Yeah, I know. And getting that TV time, you know, it's parents can stay at home in these crazy times, or the friends and family get to watch at home because no fans, no spectators here. So very quiet around the pits. And, Nathan Snellgrove, he wasn't here last week, but he's out here this week. Very good up-and-coming rider here in Ontario. And we actually raced with his dad growing up, Kyle Snellgrove.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's right around your age there as well. Yeah, so the family second-generation racer, if you will, here out front right now. And he's actually had a couple of real good diggers this year at some of the races. One of my races, I think it was Walton earlier, landed off that step-up right to the start, landed on the side of it. Down he goes, and the helmet mashed him all up. He had a big scar or mash on his face. Look at that doubling up there, no problem.
I like that.
This kid is definitely a sender, as the boys like to say. He will send it out if he doesn't have a problem jumping stuff.
Definitely getting saucy out there. Uncorks that first double. But, the OG gear that he's got on, that's his dad's company there. Those guys started with goggles. Looks like they got gear company going now. So very cool. Look at that, doubling into that triple, no problem at all. Oh, yeah, so Ozarzi as well in there, no problem. So he is keeping Snellgrove on point right now. I don't know if I ever saw Ozarzi ride this good. He's outside. He's a third, fourth place guy in our MO Plus. Man, he is, whoa, Snellgrove. Yeah. There's that. That's what you do. But he's right in the wheelhouse of Snellgrove here. See if he can just close that gap a little bit here.
So we watch this Elgar there making a little bit of mistakes. This is kind of this kid's MO. He's got great speed, great talent, but he always seems to kind of make big mistakes and get that energy sort of hit in the dirt a little bit like that. So we'll have to keep an eye on him right now.
Oh,
Look at that, getting stuck in that rut. Right there, going to open up the door for the 619 right here.
You can see how big that rut is when those little wheels go in there, and it swallows them whole, and it's almost like an outdoor rut. Those guys get through. Look at both doubling in here.
No problem right now.
I like that little scrub fest through here, and man, unreal riding out of these two. I didn't expect. I thought Snellgrove might jump out and just pull away, but is it
Ozarzi?
Ozarzi.
Yeah, it's a tough one to say. Tough one to say, but Zachary.
Uber impressive riding.
Yes, riding well right now. Let's see if they both uncork the double into the triple. No problem there whatsoever. I think Ozarzi, they're both doing this one as well, so it's going to come down to a mistake. I think one of these guys are all jumping kind of all the same obstacles out here, and now nobody able to get the finish line. That would be a big one on a 65.
That would be big. You'd have to be a wily veteran to get that on a 65, and you're not really that old when you ride these things. It's 7 to 11 years old, and yeah.
These kids are going. Look at that. Ozarzi getting a run into the amateur whip. We don't put them in the whip section. They get to go ground the side part of that section right there. But very cool stuff. Hey, I caught up with a good buddy of mine. Unfortunately, he didn't get into that 450 main event there, but I wanted to give him some love. Yep. Eric Schultz, a working man's guy, just a guy who loves out here, and he's a super fan of the sport. I caught up with my buddy Eric Schultz today.
We'll call this the case heard around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Felt
right
it.
over here. We're backwards this week.
Yeah.
But just tell me about it. I mean, you kind of went right through the jump, though. Is that the stake?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's definitely the meat for sure. Definitely saved me on that one.
Let's talk about it. Obviously, Schultz, we had an opposite highlight there coming up way short in that 1B main.
Yep.
And just tell me what goes through the mind as a racer when you see something like that going on?
First off, it was like jump off or stay on. And I said, well, bike's going to take it better than me. I might as well let the bike take it. And then kind of just go on from there, head off the bars and got my head back up, and all right, well, I guess we'll keep going on. So.
And now we're back here this week. Obviously, getting your feet. It's all about experience for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what is the best thing when you're gaining when you're out there? I mean, obviously the nerves get in there. We all get the heartbeat pumping.
Yeah.
But what do you gain when you're doing this stuff?
It's tough. Like you just gain confidence. It's just about getting confidence. For me, not overstepping really. Like kind of looking at the obstacles, watching the boys what they do, and kind of trying to figure out what's best for me and what's going to work best as well. I'm on my outdoor suspension, one click, away from as hard as you can go. So I do have to be careful with what I do. It's not going to hold up too great in some spots. So
we were watching the 250 practice. You got excited when the boys are pulling the triple.
It's cool
You're
to
still
see
a
that
fan
stuff.
too,
Yeah,
eh?
big time. I got friends out there in that class too. So it's fun watching them do that, and it's it's cool to be down on the track watching them kind of do that stuff. So.
How's the golf game these days?
Actually, I played this week, and it probably wasn't good for my back. So, I'll scratch that one out, and, maybe next week we can get out or something.
Get rid of that slice?
Yeah, no, it's still there.
It never goes away, eh?
No.
Okay, we're going to get rid of the case, but we'll keep the slice.
Yeah, that's it.
I like it. Eric Schultz right here, a hero. I love this kid right now. Golf friend and a hero out here, soaking up jumps like nobody's business.
That's right.
Welcome back inside the booth here for the Rockstar Triple Crown Series. Great little interview with Eric Schultz. One of my good buddies, played golf with him all the time. We actually talk about it a little bit there. And he's not right, in that group, that top group of guys right there. You kind of miss it, but you know what? He's all about the experience. He loves trying new things on the bike, and you cannot knock a guy for doing that kind of stuff.
No, you got to get out there and try. And we need more. Like, obviously, last week we lost a lot of guys to injury, just little mistakes. But it's got to stick around. This Gopher Dunes track's going to be here all year round. There's other tracks, Vision built. I know SRS has a track. And these tracks are going to start popping up, and these guys are going to get better. We've seen that 450 main. The two guys that are skimming those whoops, getting through those good, both Americans. They've lived and breathed this since they were young kids on 65s, and now they're out here doing it in the 450 Pro. And
that's what we're trying to do here in the SX Tour, is obviously create some experience for these guys to get out there and try these things. And one of those guys that is eating up this experience, we saw him a few years ago get a podium in Calgary, and then all of a sudden he has joined the tour ever since. Keelan Meston, one of the good guys to talk to, man. He wears his heart on his sleeve out there, and we actually talked a little bit about the interruptions there, the messes with that him and Wright got into last week.
Carlson Racing Husqvarna here, Keelan Meston. So far, so good in this Supercross stuff. I feel like you enjoyed this. You're getting the hang of it. You're in Ontario here, right at the Vision built as well. Every time you get on the track, I feel like you get more comfy and comfy.
Yeah, I mean, the more I ride it, the more comfortable I get, and the more I just start enjoying it and really start believing that maybe I could go south one day and try my hand at some AMA Supercrosses. But yeah, really excited that the Triple Crown guys made the Supercross portion happen. I'm actually pretty stoked that we're doing it outside, not so much for like the weather aspect, but at least we get a better track than what we've been racing in the arenas, so it's cool.
Let's talk about last week. End of the races there, he came in the trailer, a bit heated with you in the number 9. But honestly, I think it was good. Like, it wasn't something wrong. Just talking about that kind of stuff that happens on the track there, because obviously this year he is a bit of a level up there on the MX side of things, and he rode a little bit silly as well. I think you're right there, but just talk to me about it.
Yeah, I think I give all the credit to Dylan for the outdoor portion. He had a leg up on all of us, but with the indoor stuff, like, I mean, there's rubbing, and then there's just pure, like, I don't want to say idiocy, but there wasn't a lot of etiquette with what he was doing out there with the other racers. Like, I mean, kind of ran it in on Moff, and they both went down, and then he ran it in on me, and luckily he got the short end of the stick the first time, but then he went and did it a second time, and I mean, Dylan's my friend, but if he does it a second time, I'm not going to be as nice. So.
Understandable for sure. Okay, so we got 4 main events left here. Your podium speed, we got a third that one night there. How do we kind of make sure this thing happens? Because you're actually one of the only guys blitzing the whoops here today as well.
Yeah, I think it's just clean start and a clean first lap. In some of the mains last weekend, I was just maybe a little impatient and made some dumb mistakes and stalled or tipped over. And yeah, but sometimes it's just the luck of the draw too. So hopefully just get that clean start and a nice smooth first lap and see where I land.
So, hey, you want to bust my chops right now?
No.
Come on, you can bust my chops. I'm always picking on this guy. All heart, amazing, great team here. But that factory thing, I feel like I give you hard credit because these guys want to hire like an American guy or whatever it is. You're like that little bit niche short. Is that just me?
Yeah, no, like it's been tough just kind of being that 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th place guy year after year. And in my head, maybe a little bit extra support might change up my results, but I honestly, like, I've been with Brent for a few years now, and or the support of Brent for a few years now with his personal team and then CTR, and it's just I feel like I've found a home here, and I honestly couldn't be happier. Hopefully we keep building and growing and just upping our program, and hopefully the results get better with that.
Well, this is a great fit, and I figured you're going to drive the bus over now. You got weak, and then look, there goes the mask again. My nose is coming out. Does that make you laugh?
Great interview there with Carlson Racing, Husqvarna, Keelan Messon. Just such a good dude, and he kind of alludes there that, you know, Dylan doesn't need to be what he was last week doing those kind of T-bones and hitting him off like that. And MRC head referee Paul Kingsley actually had a chat with Dylan at the end of the day. He said, hey, man, just, you know, calm down out there. And he even knew it. He kind of just sort of went back to his old ways, if you will, and kind of lost his marbles there. But he's cleaned it up there, and the boys are, you know, figuring it out kind of thing. And, but good, you know, the Parts Canada Open 65, I want to give the kids love. Nathan Snellgrove took the win. Zachary Ozarzi took second. Gabe Parker, third spot. Caleb Van Kunit, Maddox Nightingale, Cody Metherow, Penny Turner, and Cole Maxey out there. Now, I think this is going to be a hot race. This is the Parts Canada Open Junior class. Now, anybody basically 12 years age and up, 250s, 450s, 252 strokes, any one of those kind of bikes. But these are the kids that are just sort of right in that middle ground to see if they're going to make it into that pro ranks in a couple years or if they're just kind of hanging out and loving for fun. And some of these guys right there, the 25, Tristan Dares, he's jumping everything out here.
Yeah, he was doing all the jumps right off the hop, too. Like a couple laps into practice, was able to start tripling stuff. Obviously, that long rhythm is giving him a little trouble, but he actually had a bad crash. He clipped a top block, and, man, he flipped over over end. But he
actually didn't win that. He got ninth, in that first race after that crash.
Yeah, so he's going to look to rebound here and see if he can pull off this win.
Okay, so the 25, Tristan Dares, the 19 of that is Mackay's little brother, Jacob Mackay out there. The 360 is Nicholas Dragfree and Cale Callan right there. And there's Hayden Jamieson. Ooh, almost running into the gate. Tristan Dares gets a good jump. Campbell Sir on the 45, but Jacob Mackay. Wow, and they're going into the right-hand section of the straight. Oh, yeah, because they don't go into the whoop, right? So they would do that there. So off the gate right there, the boys, no problem whatsoever getting through, and it looks like it's going to be Mackay to lead the way.
Yeah, awesome start by Mackay, and, you know, obviously riding with his older brother a lot there, and, man, just learning, picking some stuff up.
Yeah. He's a big kid, Jacob is. He's a really big kid out there compared to Jeremy. I mean, Jeremy's a big kid too, but he looks like he's got a little bit more sauce on him there.
Oh,
and definitely, look at that, no problem right there. Kind of a unique line. Again, we're not letting the amateurs go through, trying to make the whoop stay as strong and as big as they possibly can. The less bikes, the less maintenance.
Yeah, these guys, look at that inside. Look at this. Oh, Tristan Dares jumping the outside, going
gets a little pinched up wide there. Let's see if he's able to pop one of these rhythm sections and make the pass. Mackay seat bouncing every jump in that whole section, almost riding it like a vet rider, if you will, out there. Wow. There's on the inside. Look at this. Here comes Drag Free. I think that is right there on the inside. So a great battle, 1, 2, 3. And here comes Campbell Sir, the heat winner right there on the 45.
Yeah, Tristan Dares jumping that triple, getting to that lead. So
and Hayden Jamieson just on the back, and there he goes. Boom. That is going to give him about a 3-second gap, no problem, because nobody else able to jump behind him.
Yeah, that thing's big. It's like a freestyle ramp there, and these guys just
landed. Searle. High side like Meston did right there in the 450 main event. So Searle, our heat winner, now going to go right to the back of the pack right here. So Tristan Gears, this is the main event. You got to win this one to take home that first place trophy. Look at this.
Oh, no. Stops him.
Wow, that was...
Shut her down, or I'll shut it down for you.
Ugly stuff, and then sauces his face full of roost. Big time right there. But look at that. Dragby's still making the pass.
I'm a huge fan of the seat belts, though. It's just everything. You watch him beside the whoops. He hits those singles, seats them. He just he's made for Supercross. Built for comfort, not for speed.
Yeah, look at this. His seat bouncing every single thing out there, right there. No problem. Jumping the triple there for Drag Free. So maybe Drag Free can put some heat on our leader. Also up and over that finish line, no problem.
There you go. And he's starting to close in the gap a little bit. And we're actually going to jump, unfortunately, we're going to jump to a quick commercial. We'll be right back with the finish of this junior race. Look at this seat bounce. Nope. He stood up.
Yep.
You've got the ride, and we've got the parts to keep you going. Royal Superstores, with massive selections of products no matter what your power sport is. Top brands you've come to trust. Huge selection. Amazing prices. Your one-stop shopping destination for the rider in you. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. Shop online, by phone, or in one of 4 retail locations. Fast coast-to-coast shipping right to your door. Royal Distributing. Eat, sleep, ride.
Welcome back live here for the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. We're watching the Parts Canada Open Junior Class, the number 25 of Tristan Dares leading the way, but the Yamaha behind him here, the 360 of Nicholas Dragfree, he's not letting him get away, but Kyle, a lap ago in this section here, he came up really short.
Yeah, he mad skilled that right into the triple, but look at this. He's got
that time.
And he's staying a little bit lower than Dares and able to gain that ground. Let's see if he can put some corners together here and make this a race. I'm not sure how many laps they have left to go. They've gone 6 so far. And, man, I've got to say, the Yamaha looking good. The blue crew, I know your crew there, looking good.
Nothing but. It's the best thing on the planet, right? Blue crew. I'm biased.
Dragfree?
Nicholas Dragfree. They got third in his heat race, so this had obviously already gotten second. Look at this. He's going to tuck to the inside. Oh, nearly making the pass already going right there. So Dragfree definitely looking like he's the man on the move right here, able to kind of put some sections together a little bit better than Dares, and he's going inside right here at the end of straightaway, so see if he can maybe make that move. Oh, he actually swings wide this time here to get that drive. He does not want to come up short like he did the few laps earlier.
Yeah.
But Dragfree right there, and Dares triples though.
Dares triples, but he's right in the backside of a lapper. He's going to have to caw his way out of there. Oh, and he does.
Coming up a little bit short, no problem. Getting over Dragfree though right there. So we still got a race going on right here. And I didn't see, the white flag didn't come out there. So there's still a few laps to go here.
Yes, right through this, beside the whoops there. Look at it.
Yeah, they're hammering that that single section. Oh, look at this. Dares now. Ooh, he makes a little bit of a mistake right here. Can he get over that? Look at this.
Wow.
Dragfree going to swing wide. He's definitely not tripling this, so Dares hugs the inside. So Dragfree, though, is putting the hammer down on that blue crew right now. Look at this lap track with the seat bouncer.
And there's Mackay.
The seat bouncer. Mackay, early leader in this race. Now getting loud. Whoa! Ran right into the back of him, Kyle.
What a wily veteran move to stay up and not lose control there, but not doing this triple, though. That's cost him that bit of time where he can close up. White flag is out, Goldie.
If he uncorks that triple into that final turn, maybe make a pass like Canella did in that 250 main, or maybe he can slide it the inside here. No! There's big mistake. He's going to have to follow in line here. This is a one-line section right now. Dragfree putting the heat on Dares. You got to think Dares is tightening up right now, just trying to hang on to this main. Whoa, and they swing wide. That rut on the inside getting so deep right there.
Look at this.
Not able to get over that double, though. Yeah, made that double right there. So back to the inside here. He's only got a couple turns to make something happen. Oh, Dares not getting that section very clean. The 360. Oh, neither one of them getting there. Yellow flags? No, I didn't see yellow flag. Oh, they just said, oh, yeah, no, a rudder down somewhere there. The flag wasn't it. Maybe the boys seen something that we didn't. But there it is, double, triple. Dares a little short, not able to triple in. He's just going to hug the inside like that.
Oh, look at this.
Plays it safe. No problem at all. Dragfree tries to burn into the rear wheel. But Parts Canada Open Junior winner is going to be Tristan Dares with Nicholas Dragfee taking that second spot. And, of course, Hayden Jamieson finishing third. That guy right there, Gilliam St. Cyr, a little bit of a secret. Guillaume St. Cyr. Very, very quiet, technical rider, man. I got to catch up with him today. He loves this stuff. He enjoys this way better than the outdoors, and it was a fun chat today. Let's catch up with Gilliam St. Cyr. Right on. Thanks a lot, Kyle. Here with Guillaume St. Cyr. I call him Gilliam because I butcher French names all the time. But last week, a couple hole shots, got yourself in the mix. Just talk to me about how it's going so far, because this stuff seems to suit you. You like this indoor stuff. Well, I guess outdoor too.
Yeah, I mean, I like outdoor too, but yeah, Supercross, I like jumps and technical stuff. So yeah, I feel like that fits my style good.
Okay, looking at this week's track, it looks like it's on steroids. It got a little bit bigger, everything's a little bit gnarlier. When you look at it, does it make you more nervous or make you excited to go and chase it?
More excited because, well, I raced AMA Supercross last winter, so it looked way more like that. And since nobody rode it this week, we only have one practice to get it down, and I'm pretty good at that, so yeah, I'm pumped.
All right, the top guys, not that far ahead. How do we kind of close that gap here this week? I mean, obviously a little more technical, a little bit of a slower track. Does that favor you in that kind of thing? Can you push harder to make that front?
Yeah, I feel like it'll be better for me. Just if the rhythms are harder, I can get good every lap in those, and just a little bit more aggressivity in the first laps. Just get out front more, and then just to keep my spot.
All right, I want to talk about the hair. It's a beautiful locky going on. You got any hair products? You got good stuff in there? Nothing special?
No, man, it's all natural.
It's all natural, just like that. Can you give it a whip in the wind for us? Look at that. Hey, ladies, pay attention to 55 hole shots and hair products. I had a little fun with St. Cyr there. I told him to give him a little hair whip at the end of that interview. I gave us a little whip for the ladies out there. Guillaume St. Cyr right there. Definitely got fourth on that first main event. But it was funny. He kind of got the good start and then shuffled back and then kind of found his way forward again.
So very quick in practice when he's an open track.
Yeah.
It seems like when he gets a little bit tight with the guys, he doesn't ride like himself. So if he can get a start like we seen last time, he got the Royal Distributing hole shot, he can jump out there. I think we can see him land on the podium. And sitting with the fourth coming out of that first one, I feel like it's going to be a good opportunity for the number 55 KTM to get up there.
I'm looking where the red plate of number 19 is picked as gate, so he's just a little bit inside of Marco Caneller, sorry, outside of Marco Caneller. No, he's inside of Marco Caneller. So it looks like he is the top dog on the inside gate. The boys are packing gates. We are packing full of Rockstar because it's in your fridge. Go get one, because we're going to be right back with the second 250 main here at Supercross Tour, round number 3 of the Rockstar Triple Crown Series. Stay tuned.
You've got the ride, and we've got the parts to keep you going. Royal Superstores, with massive selections of products no matter what your power sport is. Top brands you've come to trust. Huge selection, amazing prices. Your one-stop shopping destination for the rider in you. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. Shop online, by phone, or in one of 4 retail locations. Fast coast-to-coast shipping right to your door. Royal Distributing. Eat, sleep, ride.
The Cardo system for us means efficiency. When they're out there doing their laps, you can tell them what they need to work on while they're actually in the moto. We're working hard to hopefully implement it to where the guys can use it in racing. From a safety standpoint, it would be fantastic. I think it's the way to go. I think it's the way of the future, and I think it's going to be very successful.
There's nothing like race time. Something that's super undescribable. Nothing gives me that same adrenaline rush. It's all or nothing. Your heart starts beating faster.
A lot of nerves.
For me, I still get nervous.
You know, the adrenaline.
You feel focused. Everything else goes away. You're in the moment. I think that's the feeling that we live for. One goal, one vision.
Welcome back, everybody, here at Gopher Dunes for round 3 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. This is the SX Tour. We are getting ready for our second 250 main event. Ryan Gauld and Kyle Thompson in the booth. Welton destroyed. Didn't destroy. Ward about 3 seconds back, but there was not much going on in that main event. Canella was able to pick his way up to third, falls, comes back again, and gets third again. So those 3 guys are the class of the field, but
yeah.
I got the 55.
Yeah.
He's got to get that start. I think he's got it.
He's a dark horse. If he can get that start, I feel like he can. The number 25 right there, looking good. And then the number 164, the young guy, starting to figure it out.
Got 5th, right? No, 6th in that first main.
But he was very
there.
aggressive coming up there. And this, obviously, the show brought to you by 7-Eleven, the good folks there. You can get your Rockstar Energy. All the
That's where I get mine.
Yeah, you
I
get
camp
some
out
great
there.
deals, too, like 2 for $5, 2 for $4, whatever it is. It's a great deal.
You just make those up?
No, I'm sure there's a deal.
Just mention Kyle's name. He'll just get them thrown at you.
Yeah, watch the show.
Yeah, okay, so Welton elects to take inside of his, counterparts, if you will. But Quinn Amiot, we saw get a great jump in that first one there. So if he gets that jump, maybe push those guys wide, they could all get bottlenecked in the middle right there. And maybe we'll get some action and get, a bit of a new leader, some new things on there. Darren Murphy right there, getting the fingers pointing right there, throwing that shoulder right into your chops as the boys are getting ready for 250 main event number 2.
Ice that down between, right?
Yeah, he's got that that icy hot patch on there, I think is what it is. Yeah.
Do those muscle stimulators and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's Tommy Dallaire watching his fellow number 55, fellow Quebecer. Out there as well, our boy Scotty Tokley back there getting ready to drop that gate. RoyalDistributing.com 30th anniversary. Love having them on board, and we love the 250 main event coming at you. The gate is down. Who's going to grab that whole shot? Welton. Amiot. Look at Amiot. Oh, no, St. Cyr. And Ward St. Cyr is going to grab the RoyalDistributing.com whole shot, Kyle. This is what the kid needs, but here comes Wardy already trying to put the move on.
Wow, look at that. St. Cyr just shutting the line down, but another great start by Amiot up in that mix.
Yeah, look at this. Oh, look at the bottleneck in there. Everybody getting stuck. I don't know if that was Powell or Canella, but one of the MX 101 boys are dead last in that one. Look at this. St. Cyr able to go 3-3-3, no problem. Pulls a little bit. Ward as well did it. Now, you got to think Ward has got to be the aggressor here and is going to be the faster rider, but St. Cyr, he's by himself. Maybe he puts on those hot laps, pulls away.
Yeah, he definitely got the speed to do it, but Welton already up in the 4, trying to get around Amiot. A great start out of the 21. Good to see. Look at St. Cyr. So smooth.
This kid has got some skills out here. He did go down to the AMA, did some supercrosses last winter there before the COVID stuff hit. So he knows how to do this stuff out there. So he's got some skills. And you know what? He's good on the bike. He's able to get the jump. Look at this. Morgan swing wide. Welton already by Amiot up into the 3rd spot.
There you go. And look at there. It's Canella. Canella has not put himself in a good position any of these main events. He's put himself behind the 8 ball. And, that's costing him valuable points. We've seen that last time. He had to get caught up in the traffic. And now he's battling again. But Ward, great spot here. He's put himself in front of Welton, the guy that's 14 points in front of him. He needs to beat him.
All right, Honda Canada GDR Fox chasing down the KTM number 55 strict gear. Guillaume St. Cyr right now. Man, he's looking good. Ward putting pressure, but not able to get close enough to really make him stress out. St. Cyr, as like you said, if he's by himself, he has got speed. He's got all the talent that he needs right here. But Ward, he's trying to look at this. Canella now right side by side by Amiot. Amiot and Canella mixed pass.
There you go. Right around him. A good pass there on the whoops, and Canella needs to get going low.
Whoa.
There's Mackay.
Wow. Mistake by Amiot. Seat bounce Mackay. That's older brother Mackay right there. Jeremy. Oh, we were watching. Whoa, somebody's gone down. Who was that? That had to be one of our leaders, obviously, there. Oh no. It's Tanner Ward. Tanner Ward hit the dirt in practice today. He has now hit the dirt here in main event number 2.
Man.
That is going to take away that Supercross chance, that championship right there. Looks like he's okay. Zach, sports medics right there on the site. We got great medical staff out there, but look at this. Open season for the 55.
Yeah, 55 here. He got 4th in the first main, and now Welton sitting at 2nd. Welton can kind of sit back there, go 1-2, take that overall, no problem. Very big bummer, the number 18 going down. good to see him get up in his own power, but man, that's unfortunate for the GDR Honda who's in that title chase.
This kid is smiling underneath that helmet right there. Unfortunate for the 18, but fortunate for the 55. Look at him there, scrubbing down there, clapping. All the boys are there with Steve Beatty out there, Cool Thompson mechanic, clapping for his fellow KTM guy right there. This kid's pulling away.
I think Welton must have got caught up with Ward, and now we're going to give you a time gap here. It looks like it's about 10 seconds at least.
This is St. Cyr's race to lose. Here, he has got a buffer. There's 5-time Canadian champion Jean-Sébastien Waugh. This kid is out front and cruising right now. Guillaume St. Cyr is in charge of this main event. Not a lot of action. There's a battle going on between Quinn Amiot and Mackay back there. Welton all alone in that second spot. Ward still laying on the side of the track, and here's Welton right now able to get that triple. No problem. He is way back. And like you said, he can just cruise in here and bring home that win.
Man, I love how Welton does that rhythm. He stays really low. He soaks it up with his legs, uses those long legs. But look at this. Canella's starting to gain some ground here. Can Canella pressure and try to steal some points from Welton in this championship?
He needs that. He definitely could use a little help right now. It would sit at a 16 point. No, he gained 3. He gained 5 in that first one on Canella, and he was 11, so he was 16 there. Yeah, 16. And then if another 2 here, there's be 17. Yeah. 18 at the end of it. So he definitely needs to make something happen, or actually Welton could close the championship, maybe in main event number 1 tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But the MX-101 FXR Yamaha ride right now of Marco Canella he's kind of picking it away right there. I mean, you can see, look at the track is starting to get choppy. Welton said it is definitely going to get faded out there. Not as many bikes on the track within that B final, but it's still getting chopped out there.
Yeah, we're about 6 laps in here, so almost halfway. You see Guillaume jumping through that finish line triple there. He's got about a 7-second lead there. These guys are a little quicker, but 7 seconds on this track is going to be hard to gain.
Oh, yeah, no, 7 seconds is almost near impossible unless a big mistake. But we saw Tanner Ward make a mistake out there, so it can happen, and it does. Now back to that battle, the 21 and the 41, both Box Canada, Shift Canada riders here. Look at that line. Mackay uncorks that trip. to make a 1-1. And here, look at this. On the inside line, what a pass by Marshall. Chops the 55 down.
Now the 46 got to make that pass quick because he's just got to get by. He's got to make up points on that leader.
So a 3-3 and a 4-2. This would actually give St. Cyr second spot still, even with that pass for Welton. So Welton with a 1-1, 4-2 for St. Cyr. And whoa, where's the 46? We lost the 46 right there, Kyle. The 46 is not in the rearview mirror of the 55. So what happened to Marco Canella right now? We have lost him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, we lost the 46. 19 up in the lead.
I just looked. I cheated. I looked off the track right there. He's back there, but he obviously made a big mistake.
Yeah, so he's back there sitting in third, and he's going to get St. Cyr, if he can hold down this spot, he's going to get that second overall. Obviously, Welton going 1-1. He's locked that down, and just a huge points lead going into.
Yeah, that would be up to 21 points because he pulled 10 on Marco Canella, who was down 11 coming in here. So a 3-3 is a 40-point thing, but a 1-1 is 50. So a 10-point swing for our current red plate holder and leader of the 250 series, Marshall Welton. Oh, on the Monster Energy. Pro Shirt Kawasaki. Keenan Peterson cutting down there. St. Cyr almost running in the back of him. St. Cyr is going to be happy, but it's a second overall, 4-2 on the day. He was super stoked. He loved the track. The technical side of things really worked in his favor today. And looks like we're probably getting maybe a 2-lap board here. I couldn't see right there.
Yeah, it's getting close to it. I think it's 3 laps to go.
3 laps to go, okay. So Welton's got to hang on to it. He is the boss cat today, and there it is one more time into the whoops. No problem whatsoever.
It is 2 laps. I apologize there. The scoreboard just reloading there, and looks like Ryder McNabb sitting into that.
Yeah. 9th, 8th, Casey Key straight in front of him, and
You've got the ride, and we've got the parts to keep you going. Royal Superstores, with massive selections of products no matter what your power sport is. Top brands you've come to trust. Huge selection, amazing prices. Your one-stop shopping destination for the rider in you. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. Shop online, by phone, or in one of 4 retail locations. Fast coast-to-coast shipping right to your door. Royal Distributing. Eat, sleep, ride.
The Cardo system for us means efficiency. When they're out there doing their laps, you can tell them what they need to work on while they're actually in the moto. We're working hard to hopefully implement it to where the guys can use it in racing. From a safety standpoint, it would be fantastic. I think it's the way to go. I think it's the way of the future, and I think it's going to be very successful.
Welcome back live here down on the podium. Another 1-1 for the Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki. We were just talking about the track. A little bit difficult out there. Didn't get yourself a great start that main event, but just kind of picked your way through. Poor Tanner Ward gives you a bit of an early Christmas gift. Let's hope he's okay. Yeah. But you know what? Domination, 21-point lead with 2 main events to go.
Yeah, it feels good to be in this position coming into the final round tomorrow. It's a perfect day. Everything went to plan with free practice and qualifying, both moto wins, so I'm really happy with how the day ended out. It is getting a little sketchy. It kind of turns into ledges out there instead of bumps. Just like to give it to the whole Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki Huber squad, giving 110%. Also 2.5 watching back home, Lydia and my family and everybody supporting me. Thanks.
Oh, we got the lady in there. That's always good. Oh, yeah. Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki going 1-1. We'll bring in the 4-2 mount. Going to take second overall, the number 55 of Guillaume St. Cyr. A super happy lad to get on the podium there. I'm going to chalk it up to the interview we did today. That's what it was in the hair flip. Guillaume, today you look like a totally different rider. The track and you just kind of fit a lot better today.
Yeah, man, I practiced a lot Supercross last winter, technical track like that. That's what I like too, so I felt really comfortable on the track all day. And yeah, man, I'm so pumped right there. I wish they had a couple laps down. You wouldn't have passed me,
yeah.
But
did you get tight there leading that first race?
Nah, not even. I forgot a little bit of to take a breathing, but got tired a little bit at the end, but I was good, and yeah, it felt so good to run up front.
Now, well, you deserve it. Look good today. Congratulations, Guillaume, right there.
Yeah,
okay,
thank you.
We'll move over to the 3-3 here. MX-101 FXR Yamaha ride once again. Mr. Consistency, not where he wants to finish. Marco, the starts tonight. They killed you, man. You had to pass a lot of guys.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not making it easy on myself. It's nice to be a consistent guy, but man, we want to win. Like it's frustrating seeing these guys right in front of you every moto and not being able to pull the trigger. Silly little mistakes tonight, being a little impatient and. I mean, the speed's there. I think if I get a good start tomorrow, I mean, we got to win. There's one more race. Like, let's leave it all on the line for tomorrow. That's
it, man. Right? Just send it. Well, congratulations, MX-101, FXR Yamaha. All right, Marco, we'll let you go. We'll get those guys up on the podium right there. Just put the microphone down there. Wow, 250 main event. Not a lot of action out there. Let's give our best wishes out to Honda Canada, GDR Fox Tanner Ward. He had a big crash while running second in that main event, so hopefully he'll be okay and ready to go. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with the 450 main event and closing out round number 3 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series.
The Cardo system for us means efficiency. When they're out there doing their laps, you can tell them what they need to work on while they're actually in the moto. We're working hard to hopefully implement it to where the guys can use it in racing. From a safety standpoint, it would be fantastic. I think it's the way to go. I think it's the way of the future, and I think it's going to be very successful.
You've got the ride, and we've got the parts to keep you going. Royal Superstores, with massive selections of products no matter what your power sport is. Top brands you've come to trust. Huge selection. Amazing prices. Your one-stop shopping destination for the rider in you. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. Shop online, by phone, or in one of 4 retail locations. Fast coast-to-coast shipping right to your door. Royal Distributing. Eat, sleep, ride.
Welcome back, everybody, live once again here for round number 3 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. Ryan Gauld and Kyle Thompson. And 1-1 for the Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki ride. Takes a 21-point lead now with 2 main events to go. Just 1 round left with two mains. The total domination, but the 55 all day long. Me and you were talking about. You could see him. He was spicy out there. He was doing the sections that only Welton was doing at the beginning there. Everything just kind of led to the 55, and he was so happy over there. And all the French, all his French buddies were up there high-fiving and stuff. Like Mackay was up there. So it was a great moment there for the number 55.
Yeah, no, it's a great moment. And here on the screen, just a comparison of the top 2 guys coming into this round. Obviously, Dylan Wright now tied for that second spot, but way ahead in the Triple Crown points. He'll be crowned probably tomorrow, but he'll probably clinch it tonight.
We should put boxing gloves up there. Let's go like those GIFs. Put a GIF up there.
There you go.
So we're going to see if there's going to be some fireworks there. But Thompson definitely having the edge so far on this track here today on Dylan Wright. Not able to do some of the sections or quite be as tricky out there as Thompson is. And it was kind of wild. Obviously, Gerke, the fastest rider by far in main event number 1. And Cole even said, he's like, man, it's frustrating right now. He doesn't have that energy. He can't push those whoops. He doesn't really want to take those risks either. He wants, take the wins, take the paycheck, all that good stuff. And he's kind of just getting himself back into, as you can see, the top 5 in our points right there. Keelan Meston, Josh Cartwright, Matt Gerke third, right, and of course your red plate Thompson. And I got to think if Gerke can get in, a top 5 start, he's got to be able to win this main event.
Yeah, no, 100%. He was down. He must have got caught up in that first turn. Whatever. We didn't see what exactly happened in the number 2, but coming through the pack, no problem at all, hitting those whoops clean. And you seen late in that race, it looked like Cartwright dropped off a bunch. He was about 11 seconds down from the Thompson and Gerke, so got a bit tired. So obviously it's very taxing doing those whoops, and you're doing 20 laps on this tight. You're just fighting that 450 the whole time. Those tight ruts really wearing you down.
He wasn't quite as good as Matt in those whoop section as well either, right? So skimming across the bottom, there's the boys right here in the booth. He wasn't quite getting on the top. So like you were saying, it was really wearing on those last, say, 4 or 5. It was really teeter-tottering and not getting the speed like Matt was getting across the top. Do you think they're getting into 4? I know when you go to like a Supercross down the States, the guys are hitting like 4. Do you think they're getting 4th out of that outside turn?
What they're doing is they're jumping into that section, going down to 2nd to take the corner. Boom, boom, 2 gears up into 4th through those things and just letting that thing lug because it's very hard on that top surface.
Yeah, right. Well, that's obviously you lug that tire so it gets grip as it's snapping and you're not getting it so that front wheel doesn't drop down. That was what Kyle would do. Remember that?
That's exactly.
Down like that. I've seen him do it a million times. It is crazy. He still gets up. His hair is always looking good. Okay, Cole Thompson. Doesn't need to take the 1-1. He's got a bit of a points lead right now, looking pretty good. It's the Wright and Gerke. They need to find a way to kind of, maybe boss him around, maybe be aggressive and push him out of the way and push him back in. I mean, I don't think he can get worse than a 4th in the points. Like, I don't think he's going to get a 9th here if they go down or whatever that is. But they need to get in his face right now and make something happen.
Yeah, no, 100%. They need to get some people in between them, and they need to get him rattled. But we're going to jump to a quick commercial. Grab yourself that Rockstar.
Yeah.
And, join us.
There's nothing like race time. Something that's super undescribable. Nothing gives me that same adrenaline rush. It's all or nothing. Your heart starts beating faster.
A lot of nerves.
For me, I still get nervous.
The adrenaline.
You feel focused. Everything else goes away. You're in the moment. I think that's the feeling that we live for. One goal, one vision.
Before the lights, before the cameras, before the crowd roar, before the gate drops, before the first turn, before the finish line, the podium, and the champagne. It's just me and my gear.
Live here for the 2020 Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series at Gopher Dunes. This is round number 3. Ryan Gall, Kyle Thompson, the final 450 main event of the night here at round number 3. And I wanted to come back and look at the number 9 because basically when that gate drops, he will be your 2020 Triple Crown Series champion. He does not need to win the Supercross portion of it, but he has got enough points there over Matt Gerke and Sean Moffenbauer and the rest of the group to claim his first ever 450 Triple Crown. Actually, back-to-back. 250, then 450. The kid's got it all.
Yeah, both those jewels there, the 250, 450, obviously awesome. And the first double winner, technically, obviously, we haven't had a 450.
It's very early on, yeah, but...
Yeah, we haven't had two 450 winners. We've had Thompson, Nicoletti, now Wright. But, yeah, it's back-to-back for him, and, man, he had a great year.
Yeah, it's impressive for sure. You cannot even talk anything negative about, last week a bit rough in that one main event, but man, his skills on the MX side of things, his skills out here, just to kind of, he's definitely not as good as Thompson or Gerke out here. He did get the one main event win at round 1, but he just kind of needs to soldier through this thing, get some points, and yeah, man, he will be a back-to-back Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series champion and get himself a nice payday on that one as well. And of course, don't forget, tomorrow night, same bat time, same bat channel. Yep. Right here, tune in on Rev TV, Fox Sports Canada, and of course the Two Wheels TV app, and you can see the fancy pants of Daryl Murphy right there.
Right here, Logan Leitzel, give a nice little point.
I love it. I like it.
A little point back.
I like that. That was nice.
Yeah.
They got a little friendship going on,
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that was a social distancing. I like you. That's what that was. All right, there's Dario Zek up the inside, Tommy Dallaire, Keelan Meston, Ryan Derry, Josh Cartwright, McQuagg on the 194, and there's the number 9. Liska, 16 is Thompson, number 2 is Gerke, and of course, right up beside that box, Moffenbauer on the number 3, and of course, number 208, Logan Leitzel. The final RollDistributing.com whole shot coming at you, 30-year anniversary for the boys. Gate is down. Who's got the jump? Thompson, right. Ooh, Thompson, not a very good jump, and that one they're squeezing through. Oh! Thompson squeezes through because Wright runs into Gerke, but the man of the hour, Rockstar Energy OTSF, number 3 for Moffenbauer. Look at Meston this time as well.
Oh, look at this. They fixed up this area here, Galdi, those big ruts. I didn't think they were going to do that, but they took him out. Look at Thompson sliding up the inside, trying to pinch some people off.
Oh, he did.
Got by Cartwright.
Pinched Cartwright off right there. So Thompson already up in, and look at that. Grabbing a 3 out of it as well. And look at this. Gerke already right there. So we got a lot better start out of the number 2 in this main event.
And look at this. A nice start for the Carlson Racing Husqvarna. So Keelan Meston getting up front, obviously having a rough go that first time. He went a lap down, this time up front here with the leaders.
The skill set of the red plate, he was in that turn in about 8th. Yeah. He's already in 3rd, right around 1 lap in that same section. So the skill set that Cole has, and look at that, the 20, oh my God, look at the 2.
The 2.
He took the amateur line. That was the amateur line for sure. Wow, Matt Gerke is just balls on the gas, no problem out there through that whoop section right there. And look at this, already showing the number 16 a wheel right there. And you got to think Gerke knows that Thompson is not feeling up to snuff right now.
No, he's definitely trying to slide in there. And man, what a line. But Thompson, he needs to start getting by these guys, put a little buffer between him and Gerke. And look at this, right up on the backside of Meston. Great start for Meston. It's impressive that he's up here with these big boys. Look at this.
Look at this. Oh, Thompson right around the inside. Look at that hit. Whoa. Oh. Meston made that one easy on the 16 right there. But look at this. The 2 is going to come into your living room right about, the 10. Oh, actually, I thought the 10 was going to get Thompson back right there. Little drive in the whoop section.
Meston gets going at that late part of those whoops, and we've seen that in practice. He was able to skim some of them. Not as fast as Cartwright or Gerke, but man, just getting through him good.
Yeah, well, he's got those long legs. Of course, he's strong like bull out there as well on the Carlson Racing Husqvarna, number 10, sitting in that 3rd spot. But the number 2 right now is behind, and Dylan right now on the back wheel of the 26. So Moffenbauer, not the laying down super last, but kind of holding up Thompson. This is a great battle, 1st through 6th right now, Kyle.
Yeah, look at that. And Keelan Meston still holding it down pretty good. Thompson trying to edge up that inside and making it tricky there. But, man, awesome to see number 3, Moffenbauer, out front again.
Yeah.
Thompson trying to get that skim going, but
the blue crew definitely. Look at that, Gerke not able to get by Meston there, so Meston doing a good job kind of playing deep. Look at this, Thompson to the inside, gonna make the pass, no problem. Moffenbauer not able to triple right there. Thompson gonna seat bounce right here and triple out and take the lead. KTM Red Bull Factory Tour racing up to the lead there. Once again, just playing it smart.
There, Gerke into there, taking Cartwright wide, and look at Dylan Wright just jumps up 2 spots.
Oh man, Meston stalled the Husqvarna there, so loses 4 spots in the making. Dylan Wright into 2, and look at that, he gets Cartwright as well. He got Cartwright back there, didn't he?
Yeah, so Meston definitely lost a lot there. He got passed by Gerke, stalled it, Cartwright and Dylan Wright by, so these guys going there, and let's see, Matt Gerke now into that 3rd spot. He's going to look down down and see the number 3 there.
Look at this, the 26 right back by the 9, no problem right there.
Yeah, now this guy's, the 2 fast guys in the whoops starting to find their way to the front here. Look at this, Gerke trying to get there. Nope, not quite.
Oh, he's going to lose a little bit of time there, not able to go 3-3 while the seat bounce here on the way out, so losing about 3 bike lengths there. If you don't make that pass, man, does it cost you some time there, Kyle?
Yeah, so he's definitely got to get that, but tripling out makes that big difference there, getting over that big one, Xing. Look at this. Dylan Wright back to the inside of Cartwright.
Oh, man.
Shut him down.
Getting into the whoop section, he's going to get him back here. It's just going to be a merry-go-round of sorts if he can get back beside him again. And the whoops, Cartwright obviously faster than Wright. Whoa, hitting him right in the rear wheel right there. So let's see if Dylan Wright, oh yeah, no problem at all. Dylan Wright's going, he's just gritting his teeth right there. He's not happy.
Very frustrating, but there he goes. Looks like Gerke's now got by Moffenbauer. He's going to zone in, and this is the battle we wanted to see. It's going to be Gerke and Thompson. Thompson getting that first main event win. Now he's got the number 2 right behind him.
All right, so there's the 2. Monster Energy Pro Sugar Kawasaki chasing down the Red Bull KTM Factory Thor racing right now, and Moffenbauer sitting in that 3rd spot. We saw Cartwright get 3rd earlier, and I believe Moff rounded out the top 4. I want to say right there, he got 4. So if this, whoa, look at this, side by side again, and but Cartwright's got the inside right there. Oh, look, he shut the door. Oh, Dylan, wow. Now Cartwright still, not able to do it, so Dylan should be able to hang on to it this time and maybe open the door. No, look at this, Cartwright. Ooh. Pushing the envelope. The 26 wants that position, but Dylan Wright plays defense.
Yeah, nice little move there by Dylan Wright. Very good, wily veteran move, would you say? And these guys getting through that triple. But, man, Cartwright just got to stay close and get through those whoops and just try to get a couple good runs in. Looks like Meston there having some issues. He was just in that midfield of the track there.
So, actually, Moffenbauer got 5th in that first main event. Cartwright got 3rd. So, right now, these guys have all swapped it out right now. So, with Dylan Wright moving up into that 3rd position, sorry, Moffenbauer in 3rd position, they would all be tied on points.
There's a passing lead.
Big time pass. Cole, I think he gave that one up right there. He knew he was not going to be able to hold Gerke back with the speed that he has been carrying in that whoop section all night long. The number 2, Monster Energy Pro Sugar Kawasaki, grabs the 3 again, 3 out. Do you think Thompson has something in the tank to maybe battle back right? He's not giving up any points. If he stays this way, it's going to be a tie as they would leave.
Yeah, no, he needs to honestly just kind of shadow him a little bit. Obviously he knows where he's giving up the time. He needs to shadow him, see where he's faster, and he's able to make that pass back.
All right, so this is the battle for the lead on screen right now. There it is, though, the number 2. That is the difference right there. Look at that, about 5 or 6 bike lengths, almost a full second, if you will, on the 16. And that right there, that gap, I don't know if Cole's going to be able to make that up. But 3rd place, Rockstar Energy OTSF Yamaha. He's got to think right now that Thompson might be laboring just a little bit with this Epstein bar that he's been dealing with, and he's not at his best. So maybe the 3 can kind of knock on the door of the 16, but you know what? He's not letting the 2 get away either.
No, he's not going to let the 2. He's going to try to pick up the areas where he's fast and then just give up the whoop section, which it's unfortunate, right? You're giving up a whole second by just a guy skimming across the whoops. He almost needs to not up or shut up.
Yeah, that's what it's right there, yeah. Not up or shut up for the 16. That is the advice his brother's giving him here in the booth by Gerke. Once again, man, does he ever hit those whoops good. Pulls another couple bike lengths right there. Thompson could close it in right now, but it is the battle back there. It looks like Wright maybe closing in on Moffenbauer a little bit, and look at that. Thompson able to 3 that. We haven't seen anybody do that in the main events.
Yeah, so Thompson's trying to switch up lines. He knows he's got a bit of room there with Moffenbauer sitting in that 3rd spot. He's able to switch up lines, and this is where it's going to come into a bit of a cat and mouse. He's going to try to lose that time in the whoops and then just gain it everywhere else. He's already on the backside of Gerke. So clearly the rest of the track is owned by the number 16, but that 100-foot section is all Gerke needs.
This is this part right here where he's got to get so tight and just get in front of him and try to block that way. Look at the difference it makes right there with Gerke able to get through there. No problem at all. Literally the same gap every single time. Thompson gets to the rear wheel, and he can't make it happen right now, and then he's closing that gap up once again. The cat and mouse right now going on for sure. The battle for 3rd and 4th between Moff and Wright. What's the distance between those guys right now, Kyle?
That's about 5 seconds behind Thompson, but right now, Dylan Wright is on the backside of Sean Moffenbauer for that 3rd spot, and that's what Dylan Wright needs to do. He needs to get by Moffenbauer, click some good laps, and try to gain up on 2 competitors that he's battling for the Supercross Championship.
Yeah, the 4.4 would be 36, and of course the 3.5 or 5.3 from Moffenbauer would be 36 as well. And the second moto goes to the man that beats him there. So Moffenbauer would get that 3rd overall here in this 450 main event, round number 3 of the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. Hey, Cole is a little bit closer this time. I just don't know where he can make the pass. Lap traffic getting in the way right there. We're not able to get that 3 out of that turn, but still keeping it about the same distance.
Yeah, so there's Dylan Wright, Moffenbauer there. Look at this. Moffenbauer electing going inside. Dylan Wright just going to that triple, and There's the pass.
Boom. That is going to give the number 9 a podium spot. Honda Canada GDR Fox Racing moving up on to the 3rd position past the Rockstar Energy OT SFF Yamaha ride, and that will make him 3rd on the box, and that will definitely make it easy. And Cartwright is right there, but Dylan Wright staying right. He will be your 2020 Rockstar Triple Crown Series champion in the 4th. Whoa, Moffenbauer almost running into the back wheel.
Yeah, coming in a little saucy there, but look at this. Cartwright getting through those whoops.
Whoa.
He was getting a little saucy.
Yeah, he was getting the last few of them there kind of shut the door on him, not able to make it happen. So the number 9 now up in the 3rd, all by himself. And Moffenbauer, don't make that pass.
Yeah.
You're losing a lot of time. Look at the time he's going to lose on that one now.
Yeah, and Cartwright's going to catch up to him here. You got to get that triple, or at least that triple out to make it work. But these guys starting to spread out there. As you see the leaders just on the top of your screen there, getting ready for the whoops. But, man, great ride out of Moffenbauer, getting a little better. We're back to that lead battle.
Gerke dropping the front end just a little bit there, getting a little bit sketchy in that whoop section. Thompson once again swinging wide. He's getting a little bit that 3, and that just kind of gets that momentum and makes it easier to set up for this turn. And like you said, he is definitely faster on the rest of the track. It is that 100 feet, where Gerke is able to pull away. And there's some lines now. It's not taking that ginger throttle. Gerke's starting to be able to ram stuff, which he kind of likes out here.
Yeah, he can really run it in. We know Gerke likes to just whip the throttle on the corners. Thompson's a completely different rider. Very smooth and gingerly, like you said. And you just look at it. He's trying to go up the inside here. You see Gerke just wick it up. And Thompson, a little drag. Oh, man. Clean run for the Gerke sauce there.
Yeah, big time. No problem there. Extra sauce on the patty for the number 2. No problem out there. Great job for Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki. Once again, Cole just keeps it right there. He's not letting him get too far away. And you know, whoa, look at this pass. Josh Cartwright making it happen on the number 3.
Boss move there by Cartwright. Looking over his shoulder. He's all good to go. But look at this. Moffenbauer still trying to make that work, and he's just not doing it. Double is not going to make it happen here in the main event for the 450s.
No, losing a lot of time right there. So that right there would move Cartwright into 4th. 3-4, 4-3 with him and Dylan Wright. That's going to give the advantage to Dylan Wright on the Honda Canada GDR Fox ride. He will be up on the podium. So basically how they finish 1, 2, 3 is how they finish on the podium here as it stands with about, what, halfway to go here?
Yeah, so halfway to go. And actually, sorry, they got 5 laps.
Look at this.
Thompson gained some time.
Again. So Gerke maybe not getting the whoops as clean that lap because Thompson a lot closer. I feel like Thompson is playing his smartness right now. He's got the inside turn here at the end, or after the finish line triple and then just cut straight across and cut the wheel down.
He's got to be close there. And look at this. Now Gerke going to deal with a lapper here over the finish line. Looks like Dario Zecca. So Dario Zecca just kind of getting in the lines there. Thompson trying to flat track that track.
Oh!
They hit.
Oh, they hit. Thompson runs it in hot. Look at that. Gerke is not happy about this. Gerke going to look over. They're going to play a little bit of cat and mouse on this one for sure. So Gerke not happy, I don't think, with that pass. Thompson came in a little bit hot for what the number 2 like. And look at this, though. Gerke not able to get that triple. Thompson going to triple. No problem. And then Gerke triples out. So it's going to be the same distance right there. Thompson did what we said. He tried to make it happen. It's the only spot right now that he's got to do it.
Yeah, he's a little impatient on that pass, though. I feel like he could have waited a little bit longer and tried to set him up. Definitely close, but he did shut him down for a second, and Gerke's had none of that.
Look at that. Thompson scrubbing big time over the finish line one more time. He's going to tuck that wheel again as he kind of come across. No, not able to get it. Gerke opens up that lead. Man, he hit that whoop section real good that time.
Yeah, he definitely, with authority there. And he's going to go to the inside. Thompson elect to go that triple out here and make just a bit of ground up again. And it just takes them the whole lap to get back in there. They've got about, they're going to get the 2 board here this lap around, Goldie.
All right, so Matt Gerke got about 3 bike lengths right now on the factory KTM Red Bull rider, the Monster Energy Pro Circuit number 2. This will be 2 main events after this, and the boys calling it retired life. And I think the 2 board is out there. Yes, it is. We got 2 to go here, Kyle. So this is it. This is 16. Make it happen. Man, he didn't get close enough there. You got to think, look at Gerke nailed that whoop section one more time and open it right up.
Yeah, he opened it right back up there. Thompson is going to be crafty here, try to get in and out of these corners, get this triple here. I think it's getting tougher, too, to get that triple out of the corner. But, man, Gerke's just a bigger lead than he normally has through this section.
Yeah, got about an extra bike length and a half maybe than that last lap before. So if he's able to get over that finish line and get into that whoop section, you got to think that it's over for the number 16. But, hey, 1-2, 2-1. You don't lose any points. You're still going to hold that Supercross title, lead here in the Supercross Tour with 2 main events to go. And but here we go. Maybe the 16 pulls the trigger. Nah, he's too far back this time.
No, he's too far back there. He needs to get across. Nope, not enough room there. He tried again. And yeah, the number 2 just getting across there and making all the difference here, making his work easy for him.
Yeah, so Matt Gerke, well, doesn't get that crazy clean. This is where Thompson kind of closes it back in. He's right on him there. He's only got one opportunity here in the final turn. I don't know if he's close enough here. He's got to get through this big sweeper past the mechanics area one more time. The 16 is right there. He is pushing the envelope on that KTM Red Bull factory ride. Matt Gerke's got to know he's there. Thompson's going to scrub it to the inside. No. Is he going to chop down? Look at this, side by side over the finish line. What a finish right there.
Oh,
the
that was
number
good.
2 and the number 16 giving us a show to close out the 450 main event. What a ride by these guys. And any acknowledgement going on between them? No, nothing. That was nothing.
That was a finish. Wow.
Yes, that was a great finish right there. So Matt Gerke will be your overall winner. Then it will be Cole Thompson, and then it will be Dylan Wright right there. So hey, quick commercial break. We'll go talk to the top 3 and talk to Matt Gerke right there and see how it finishes.
You've got the ride, and we've got the parts to keep you going. Royal Superstores, with massive selections of products no matter what your power sport is. Top brands you've come to trust. Huge selection, amazing prices. Your one-stop shopping destination for the rider in you. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. Shop online, by phone, or in one of 4 retail locations. Fast coast-to-coast shipping right to your door. Royal Distributing. Eat, sleep, ride.
The Cardo system for us means efficiency. When they're out there doing their laps, you can tell them what they need to work on while they're actually in the moto. We're working hard to hopefully implement it to where the guys can use it in racing. From a safety standpoint, it would be fantastic. I think it's the way to go. I think it's the way of the future, and I think it's going to be very successful.
Welcome back to the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series here with your winner, Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki, Matt Gerke. We got 2 main events before we call it retirement, but you know what? You decided to win tonight. Congratulations on a great ride. The whoops were all the difference, but there was a bit of a scary moment with 5 laps to go there. Thompson did dive it in. I mean, there's not much else you can do, but kind of maybe not the moment. What's your take on it?
Yeah, he dove it in, and I was committed to the whoops, and he knocked my leg off, and I almost ate crap. But luckily I saved it and then just held it together for the last 5 laps or whatever. My bike was working awesome, thanks to my whole team. I'm a little bummed about that first moto. I fell in the first turn, or I almost caught him on that. I feel like I could have won them both, but either way, I got an overall before I retire, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, big payday.
So, yeah,
big payday.
So yeah, thanks to the whole team, Monster Energy, Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, Huber Motorsports. Bike was awesome. Thanks to all of them.
Awesome job, Matt. You're right on. There you go, taking the win. We're going to put the mic down just behind you there. Awesome to see him. We got 2 main events to go, but he's going to grab that win and get some extra points back in that championship. I'm going to bring the KTM Factory Red Bull rider of Cole Thompson. Come on in there, Cole. Grab that mic. Cole, another solid ride there. Man, you're so good on every part of the track. Right? It was the whoops that just kind of cost there. But, I mean, that just wasn't your thing. You played it smart tonight and didn't lose any points, didn't gain any points, but you're still the leader.
Yeah, I tried skimming them in the hot lap, and honestly, if I didn't have a separation in my shoulder from outdoors, I think I could get them.
Okay.
Shoulder's weak on the right side, and not that I'm any better than Matt in the whoops or anything like that. Regardless if I was skimming, I just stuck to getting the wheels to the ground, consistent laps, and I gave him the moto because of the whoops. You know, we can fight to get a little bit better there. Everywhere else, we're doing our job, and I think it showed there in that moto. I'd give him up second and a half, and we'd get right back on his rear wheel. Yeah. And at one point there, we came together a little bit, non-intentional, just kind of the way the corner I kept.
Yeah, there's not many options.
Yeah, right? The track's good though. I mean, it's technical, it's demanding. That moto felt like it went a little bit quicker, maybe because I wasn't the pace car.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, another couple laps would have felt good there. Even not being 100%, just when you get in that race tunnel vision, and that's what I had. You know, got to give it up to the whole Red Bull, KTM Canada crew, Thor, Parts Canada, just everyone that backs us. Oakley, my mechanic Steve, you know, my wife, and actually a former teammate, David Millsaps, for getting me back in firing again on you know, a good program, and that's what it took to get out there tonight. 2 main events. We got 2 more tomorrow. Health the points lead. Let's keep it rolling.
Sounds good. Congratulations, Cole. Put the mic down before there. Second spot there for Cole. No points gained, no points lost. Still going to be the leader here in the SX Tour. We're going to bring brand new guy up to the podium. Team PRMX, just one gear. Josh Cartwright. Actually, didn't even know on the last lap there. I thought Dylan Wright had it. We're getting ready to come to the podium. He must have gone down there, kind of handed over a little bit of an early Christmas gift, but you earned it today. You were a boss out there. You felt there was something about this track that just it worked with you.
Yeah, I felt really good today. I qualified second. I was right there with Gurk. He qualified first in the first one. I like whoops. They finally built some awesome whoops here. The track is more technical. And, yeah, I got third. The first moto was kind of battling with Thompson and kind of lost at the end with Gurky. But that moto kind of had a bad start, had to fight for it. Me, Moff, and Dylan were kind of right there. And he was a little in front of me. I was catching him in the whoops, but he gave me a little prayer. He kind of fell down before the finish. So got the podium. Hopefully you can come back tomorrow and do it again.
Yeah, well, they'll leave the whoops for you. We promise.
Yeah, I love the whoops. I told Kyle after practice, I'm like, do not touch those whoops because I love them.
Right on, Josh. Okay, buddy, we'll put that mic down right there. We'll close out the show. We'll get you guys on the podium. Look at what the Supercross track did here today. Guillaume St. Cyr, Josh Cartwright, 2 brand new names on the podium. The technicality of the track really kind of opened it up, gave some options out there. You still had your Gurkys and Thompsons, your Canellas, your Wards, and of course Marshall Welton, but it opened up the ability for some new faces, and that's what we love to see here at the Rockstar Energy Triple Crown Series. This was round number 3. It's time to close the doors. Can Thompson and Welton close it out tomorrow night? You have to stay tuned. For MRC, Jetworks, and the entire crew here at Gopher Dunes, we thank you for tuning in. We'll be back, same bat time, same bat channel, here tomorrow night. We'll see you then.